Yeah, I want Plur.
Freak hoe.
Crafty's a bitch. We have a show sponsor.
Thank you, my good friend, watch Nickelback.
He pretty much lives in Hawaii.
The island of Hawaii.
Sometimes it's hard to do Plur. Everybody knows he's a bitch. Grudging bitch.
Freak hoe.
Your Sims could fucking stick up for you, right? Can validate this shit. It's absolute crap.
100 comments since I've been on.
It's a lot of dummies on here. Freak hoes.
How so?
You guys are painting yourselves as victims.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Freakos! Man, am I on the other side of the dungeon? Jesus, it's like one side is the Archie side of the dungeon, now it's the Higgy side of the dungeon. What the fuck is going on, guys? Well, look, we do have some news for you today on the Horology Dungeon, and I'm going to be bringing you guys that news here on the Locks Report. We're doing a bit of a Locks Report / Horology Dungeon live. I'll be on for a little bit, talk to the chat, let you guys know what's going on because you may have missed some of the news. But before I get into the news, I got to do my intro, and then I'll say hello to the chat. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show, guys. This is the Locks Report. I am the narrative. This is an unsanctioned broadcast. I don't even have my fucking banner, but all opinions in this segment, guys, you guys know it is those of the narrative and no one else, guys. I have Tony in the background here. I'm going to say hi to Tony Antonio just for a few minutes before we get into the drama. What's going on, Antonio?
Very good. Nice to meet you.
Well, you've met me millions of times. I'm the one hosting the fucking half the dungeons you come on, Antonio.
Yeah.
What's Uncle Curly been saying to you lately, man? What are you showing us here? Like, got some new DVDs. What do we got here? Pistol Whipped. I love Steven Seagal. He's a great actor there, Antonio. You like Steven Seagal?
Yes, I do. And I have the other one.
What's your favorite Steven Seagal movie, Antonio?
Oh.
Urban Justice. All right. You don't like Hard to Kill? I mean, I don't even know if you're old enough to watch those movies, Antonio.
Well, I'm 19.
Well, there you go. Antonio's 19. Well, Antonio, we're running a show here today. I just wanted to bring you on, say hello. We're going to do some dramas. So, if you want to swing by a little later, we'll bring you on. But thank you so much, Antonio, for hopping on to the Horology Dungeon, guys. All right, let's say hello to everybody in the chat here. We had first in the chat was Rich Mitch, who is not bended. Yes, Rich Mitch. There is no more crazy type. Well, look, I mean, I'm not trying to put the cart before the horse, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of bending around here. But no, you are not bended. Everybody is unbended. I have released the hounds and removed all the bands in the old dungeon ban list, so we should be all good, guys. If you're listening and you think you're banned, type something in the chat. We'll bring it up. The Pantera was burned in the California fires. Satan took it back, right? Satan took it back. Shout out to Mike the Snake, guys. Shout out to Mike the Snake.
Okay.
I said the story isn't as real as what they're explaining. It's not the real story they give us.
Those three wise men were guided by an alien who guided them to Santa Claus's birth, and then they brought Santa Claus gifts of gold, incense, and myrrh, and he was raised in the Middle East, but then moved to the South Pole around age 24, I believe, and set everything up, and put it in motion, and then he went through his whole crucifixion thing, comeback thing, and disappear thing.
Man, Mike the Snake, if you're listening, I want to be smoking on where the fuck you were smoking on in that clip, man. Shout out to Mike the Snake, a legend of the Archieverse. We got Dodger in the chat. Rumored to be potentially one of the owners or future owners, or who knows what's going on. We're going to get into it today. But Dodger, a couple of six-pack beefcakes right there. He's talking about the thumbnail, the old treachery troll versus Higgy Baby. Got Jamie Opulence in the chat. Jamie Beyond Opulence, who says the dungeon's future is bleak. All right, Jamie, doing some foreshadowing for us. We got Urinator, who believes that the dungeon has not been sold. This is the Urinator's narrative: is Archie still owns the dungeon, and blah 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 blah. We're gonna see Lux and all that stuff. I mean, the proof is in the pudding here, Urinator. We'll see how she goes. We'll see what actually happens. This is the Archieverse. Anything can happen here in the Archieverse. But yeah, guys, let's see what everyone else is saying in the chat. I think I got a bit of an issue here with some internet on my side. So let me know if the internet's gone out for you guys, because or if the audio's gone out. Having some internet issues over here at the old Patel Philippe pad. But we got O'Sheen O'Mallard in the chat saying the man is number one. We got Jimmy in the chat. The Jimmys and the NATOs. There is an unbalance in the force. The Jimmys and the NATOs in the chat saying what's up. We got Ali in the chat. Wondre Retro says Tan would make a good Blue Peter present. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Bag of dicks to the Tan the man. All right, bag of dicks. We got, I think that's Roy, who says bag of dicks to Tan the man. No bending, please. I don't think there's going to be any bending going on. Internet's okay. Yeah. No, I'm having some audio and internet issues around here, Dodgers. So, it might cut out. So, all good, guys. I'm going to let you guys know if that happens. But yeah, if I do end up popping off or whatever happens, then yeah, you guys will know it's on my side. We got the Docs Report. Canadian liberal brokers globalist takeover. Canadian liberal brokers globalist takeover. Well, I mean, Docs Report, I don't know if you know my my political leanings here. You're claiming I'm a liberal, but yeah, I mean, the word liberal here, Docs, means it's a little bit something different. We have a liberal party, as you know, and yeah, I mean, I don't really disclose any of that kind of information, but it's all good. Canadian infrastructure at its finest. Yeah, Dirk. It's shit happens, man. Shit happens. I think I'll be all right. Hey, you're not Eddie. Yeah, Eddie's gonna be on a little bit later. I think he was. Look, I talked to him. I said, hey, man, like do streams whenever you want to do streams. I kind of told him. I said, you may want to, if you're only gonna do a couple of hours, you may want to spread them out. Maybe do streams, like an afternoon stream and an evening stream. But at the end of the day, it's his choice. It's his. It's his time, and we don't really dictate to Eddie what he should or should not do, right? Again, I think that's going to kind of bring me into, the topic at hand. I'm just going to say hi to Forbin Colossus as well. And Basil's. All right, guys. I think I've caught up to everybody who is in the chat now. So, yeah, I think that the idea of people have seen Eddie's been on the streams, and Eddie actually came back. The day Eddie came back, this was about a week ago, maybe, or whatnot. He was on, Archie was still owned the dungeon, and Eddie, Eddie had been MIA for a while. He hadn't been wanting to stream. I mean, we're going all the way back to December, Bob, where Nick had Eddie on his show, and Nick was trying to get Eddie back on his show, and Eddie was just not feeling it. He just didn't like the trolling. He didn't want the fucking smoke anymore. It just, I guess, wrong time for him, right? Fast forward a few months. And then Eddie, and I have been talking throughout, we say what's up, and he sends me some music. We talk about cars and shit. And Eddie just we were talking, and I guess it just happened. A chance the topic of streaming came up, and I said, hey, would you be interested to run some shows if you want to do it like old times on the dungeon? And he said, yeah, let's do it. So, this was when Archie still had the dungeon. Now, you guys obviously saw Archie, kind of go a little hard at Eddie. Talk to Eddie about how he felt Eddie was not trustworthy and this and that, and Archie really went at Eddie for no apparent reason, because people were like, well, look, Eddie running your show is actually a good thing. It's a good thing that he's keeping the dungeon going, the algorithm, all that shit, right? That he's just on and people can hop on, and it's part of your Archieverse, and people will feel a lot more maybe engaged with the platform at that point with Eddie on. So having Eddie around was a good thing. Archie didn't see that. So like I said, a few days later, this whole situation, the dungeon moving over, because we've been talking about this for months, why don't we, why doesn't Archie sell the dungeon? He's not using it. A couple of us have thrown some half-assed offers at Archie, and he wasn't about it, right? So where it kind of started to escalate and move quickly was when Higgins sent Archie an offer. I guess Higgins had been watching the show, and he sent Archie an offer saying, hey, because I think Lux had posted the price of the dungeon for a couple of days on his show. Lux had it posted as £3,000 / dollars for the dungeon. So Lux had already they were positioning the channel for a sale, but I think that they put the price so high that they thought nobody would send in an offer, which wasn't the case. So, Higgy Baby decides to send in a cheeky offer of $950 and it gets accepted. So, and I'm gonna kind of Higgy's gonna I have some clips here from this morning that I think a lot of folks, hey P Cars, how you doing? A lot of folks may have missed Jock show this morning, so I got some clips from Jock. I got the actual full clip of like when Higgy goes on and starts talking about the dungeon. So I'll let him speak, and then I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna answer some questions in the chat and everything else, and we'll go from there, guys. So I do have that, but before I get into that, I did want to announce one piece of pretty interesting news, guys. We have here the Horology Dungeon has now joined the YouTube or been approved for the YouTube partner program. What that means is the dungeon can now be remonetized, and yeah, it's just it's a really good thing. I think a lot of people were like, "Why would you buy a dead channel?" And it's a lot of money for a dead channel to Higgy or to whoever. And I think there was always kind of that. And we saw this like for the last couple of weeks where like you had. I think this guy's like his name is like Vizio TV or something. He would post in the chat a link to see if channels had monetization, and he kept pointing to the fact that the dungeon was monetized. And it didn't really make a lot of sense because I was like, well, if the dungeon is monetized, why the fuck does Archie not turn on the super chats? What we ended up learning after he did sell the dungeon was the dungeon was not monetized. However, had the option to reapply for monetization. And that's kind of what we did. What's going on, Tickers, mate? How you doing?
Mate, sorry, I need to be really rude for a second before I say good evening. What is my picture like?
It's good.
No potato cam or anything like that?
No, I think you're fine.
No, because I've just had to kill my stream because everyone was saying it was potato cam and I'm on the same fucking computer and the same everything.
Hey, I see you
with for an hour.
I see you. I can hear you great. I can see you fine. Like, you're looking good, man.
Right. I have no idea what was going on. I've absolutely no idea. So
did you end it, or are you gonna go? Why don't you start it up again? Like, why'd you end it?
Because I was on the same setup and it was crap, and I swapped over computers. It was still crap. So
all your fans are here saying what's up. He's coming to Butlins and hey Tickers, and it's all.
I don't know if we're coming to Butlins. I'm deciding on Butlins yet because there's a couple of things. First of all, I haven't got a fucking job yet.
Yeah.
And second of all, I still haven't moved house yet, and those are the two biggest priorities: getting a job and moving house 270, 300 miles up north.
Look, hey Tickers, if you're looking for a job, old Higgy he bought the dungeon and it's remonetized again. So if you're looking to buy a monetized channel with 100,000 subs, talk to old Higgy, baby.
Higgy bought the dungeon?
Yeah. So like I was telling the story like when you hopped on, and a lot of people don't know that Archie, he had the dungeon posted for a certain price for a long time. Higgy ended up sending an offer that Archie accepted. And now Higgy basically he took it from Archie, bought it from Archie, whatever you want to say. And now it's obviously being run by the fans. Higgy's kind of said like anybody can run a dungeon, just let us know. So I was on here, I hopped on to do it, but today we actually got the monetization back on the dungeon, or the ability to get monetization back. So bit of a nice surprise for us this morning that the dungeon was, because look, Tickers. Archie was like, well, it's a fuck channel. You can't get monetization, this and that. Well, now we know that you can. So the dungeon is back in action potentially with the old super chats coming back. Yeah, look, it doesn't look that bad, Tickers. The yellow tint doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, it's the camera. That's the camera. That's his camera. That's all. And because it's like my lighting and it's like 10 to 10 at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the problem. So, don't worry about the tint. The tint wasn't the fucking problem before. The tint was a potato can, was basically failing, just everything, the signal and everything. It was just shit. And I tried two different computers and 3 different cameras.
Shit.
And it was the same, and it was completely shit.
Well, Tickers, if you ever do want to, run shows on the dungeon with optimal camera, because I can see you great here, Tickers. You're coming out clear and crisp. You're welcome to do it. Now, we're just saying that anybody who wants to run shows here on the dungeon can put up their PayPal, can put up their Ko-Fi, Coffee, whatever the fuck it's called. and take all the money because this is now a channel for the fans, a channel for us to have some fun on. So that's
right. I take it we're talking about anything but watches.
Oh, look, if you want to talk about watches, people do. Like, it does come up. The topic comes up. I mean, Roy's in the chat. He's a big watch guy. Old Sierra, whatever the fuck this is. Sierra Durango. It's CNN Rogan, whatever. CNN Rogan failed to filter. No, there's people here like talking watches, and Eddie's back. I don't know if you knew that, Tickers, or if you know who Eddie is.
I did speak to I spoke to Eddie last time. I think it was on a few weeks ago on a stream last week. And he was pissed and something. He sounded pissed. I don't know.
Yeah. So what happened was last week Archie owned the dungeon, and so I had asked Eddie, if he wanted to come back and do some shows, and he did. Then Archie kind of got a little fucking pissed off about it and kicked him out, essentially. So when the dungeon got purchased, Eddie came back, and now he's running his shows. Like, he usually runs them in the middle of the night or probably early morning and stuff like that. So, yep. But that is what's up. I'm gonna get some drama, Tickers. I don't know if you want to do drama or be part of drama.
Do you know what I might do? I don't know if I'm gonna do. I might just go back to mine.
Do it, man. Do it.
And go live. Not to piss on your bonfire at all, guys, because we talk watches and don't do. You do drama. If people want drama, they come here. If people want watches, they go to mine. There's probably always going to be more on yours than mine.
Guys,
I love the drama.
If you guys want to, if you guys want to hear some watch talk, I like going to Tickers' show. It's I thought I would start a little bit later because Tickers is usually close to over by the time it's now.
I know, I appreciate that, but I know that.
Yeah,
I thank you. I do appreciate you always have that.
So if you guys aren't subbed up, sub up to TN Tickers. I have it up here on the screen, guys. Shout out to Tickers. He's a great guy.
Chili's telling me to stay here, so all right. I'll stay here for a bit then, Chili. All right.
Okay. Yeah, it's up to you.
I'm gonna do
yeah. Okay, how much for the dungeon? Yeah, look, P-Cards, if you want to buy the dungeon, you're gonna have to talk to you. All right. So I'm gonna do some drama, Tickers. It's gonna involve so just well, I mean, I don't know if it's drama, but I'd like to hear your take on this too. So I do have Jock's stream from earlier today that I'm gonna put up and play. But we need to, Higgins is a little bit fucking like, copyright this, copyright that. So I need to put up an overlay here. So I'm going to pull up my overlay, my cool overlay here. Circular drama, obviously, in the overlay.
Is the O'Sheen Brenny thing being touched on?
Oh, fuck. The O'Sheen Brenny thing is a never-ending story there, Tickers. Like, Brenny somehow... Dude, Brenny somehow thinks that he's like broken the story that like O'Sheen buys bots. It's like, dude, like that was like a fucking 5-year-old story, man. Like Brenny's a fucking goof. He's a fucking goof. All right, let me clear. Okay, so at this point in the show, Higgins joins the panel with Jock to basically do an Ask Me Anything. Now you know how well that's gonna go. With Higgy just doing an AMA with the crowd. So we'll kind of hear the whole fucking scenario of like how it's gonna go with the old Higgy baby here.
Just
right.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I should be quiet.
Thank you for letting my spokesman on.
Could you raise your voice, Mr. Higgins?
Yeah, you're full.
Not possible. I'm already on the maximum.
Well, fucking speak up. Fucking speak up then.
Put your mouth to the microphone. Hello, hello, hello.
Shout for us.
ASMR.
Don't fucking do it.
Okay. No, there's no questions. You've got a statement to make.
Make your statement, Higgins.
Well, I said it before. On behalf of a group of very solvent and international investors,
Look at this smug fuck, eh? A bunch of solvent. He uses the word solvent. Like, what a fucking smug fuck, eh, Tickers? Let me play that again.
On behalf of a group of very solvent and international investors.
What a fucking smug fuck, Tickers. Like, what do you think here?
Yeah. I'm not trying not to.
Come on, man. Come on. Okay. I'm not gonna put you on the spot. All right, let's keep going.
I was buying the dungeon from Archie Luxury.
Yes.
No, that's of course bullshit. Okay. I just heard Bateman, and Bateman is just too stupid to realize what the truth is. And Jock, you know that I wouldn't lie to you. Jamie knows what I've been telling him, so he can confirm that everything that I'm saying or that I have been saying is true. So I approached Archie on last Friday night, if I remember correctly, out of the realization that Archie desperately needed money. And I thought end of the month is maybe a good time to approach him. And I wrote him.
And actually, that's not a bad idea, Tickers. Like, when Archie really needs the cash, right? When a tax bill is coming up, that's the best time to. Because look, I mean, Tickers, Archie had the channel posted for £3,000 to buy.
3,000 what Aussie?
No, pounds. Pounds.
3,000 English pounds, which is right.
Yeah, he had it for a lot, right? So, he had that posted for a while, and what I guess Higgins' thought process was like, look, it's the end of the month. Archie's probably, he's probably squeezed on his super chat, so maybe I'll throw in a cheeky offer, I guess, and see.
I bet he got it for 50. I bet he got for 15. Did he say? I don't know. Did he say how much?
He does say. He does say. So we'll go into.
I'm going to put in my. I have no idea. I didn't know this is news to me. I'm going in at 1,500.
Okay, let's see. 1,500 is Tickers' guess. All right, let's keep playing and see what Higgins says.
Message: I offer you $950 for the dungeon.
950
and
Tickers.
Then I went to sleep, and the next morning I'm having an email from Archie Luxury saying sold.
Holy fuck!
$950. Now here's the thing, Tickers. Archie's looking at this like it's a demonetized channel, so $950 is probably a good deal for Archie, right?
He fucking bummed him without lube there, didn't he?
Well, look, he didn't. I mean, I don't know why he would. Why he didn't. I mean, Docs is saying it here, right? Like it's a distress sale, and yeah, I mean, maybe it is a distress sale, right? Like the fact that he sold it for $950, even though he had it posted for $3,000, tells you something. I think it's either a case of he wanted to post a price that he thought just no one was going to pay, and then Higgins was like, well, you know what? I'm going to throw in an offer. Maybe the guy's desperate. And maybe he'll take it. So Docs, I think, has it right where it's a distress sale. But let's keep playing it here.
Nothing
before
more.
You do it. I reckon he was prepared to pay more. I reckon he was quite surprised he got it for that. Seriously, I reckon he would have got up to 1,500 or something.
Look, I think that the problem was that like I don't think a lot of people were coughing up an offer that I think I threw in some some shitty offer like 400 or 500 Aussie to him, something that was like so trivial that I was like, whatever, I'll spend that money and just. Fuck around if he actually accepts it, right? But yeah, I don't think anybody was that high. So I think Higgins' offer was the highest, as far as I can see. All right, let's keep going.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Go ahead.
Was meaning that it was sold to somebody else. Could mean that as well. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a native speaker, so that could mean anything. But then I started to communicating with him, or to communicate with him. And then we were working on details because he expected to receive a PayPal payment from me, and that's not going to happen. I mean, Jock, you've been following Archie for a long time, and the moment you give him your PayPal details, that equals to some trouble.
It could be used against you, yeah. It could be used.
Hey, come on, less of the preamble.
I mean, it's preamble to fuck right now because you all know about this stuff.
Have you been on the phone with JB for the last 9 hours?
I'm just talking.
He's rubbing off. He's rubbing off on you.
I'm trying to make my motives clear. Why this is a little bit more complicated and not straightforward. Okay, I made you a bid. And I'm paying you the money. Additionally, we had a disagreement because I didn't trust Archie to completely go out when he has the money.
Would you have trusted Archie there, Tickers? If Archie said, okay, the channel is sold to you for $950. Now, obviously, you got to pay him for it. Would you have trusted that he would have given you the channel? I'm curious to know what you think.
I've not had that much dealings with him, have I? I know he burnt me to fuck, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean. I would have made that offer on a public forum with bringing him in. I would have made it public. I would have said, come on a mutual channel, i.e. Jocks, and said I've got an offer for you in front of people. Because I said it's just an email, and he could say done, and then.
Yeah, Higgins works like kind of like that. He does a lot. I mean, I don't know how much interaction you have with Higgins, but he likes to interact over email, and he doesn't like to do things publicly. That's just how.
He does like he doesn't like me anymore. We fell out with Higgins ages ago. So I don't know because
he's falling out with everybody. He's falling out with me, man. Don't even worry about
it. I think apparently I took Timmy's side in the early days over him or something or whatever. He never lets it go.
No, he never lets it go. He's like, fucked me over 7 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. I mean, I know that he's fallen out with people before. And he sent them 1 billion fucking emails, never letting things go.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think
him and Brenny would make a great partnership.
He loves Brenny. He watches a lot of Brenny, man. I think.
Well, that's it. Because they're both one. They're both like the nemesis of each other, aren't they? They're like, Higgins is the German Brenny.
Higgins is the German Brenny. Now that is actually it has a ring to it there. Tickers, the German Brenny
never lets things go like Brenny. So
I don't get what he sees in Brenny, man. I find Brenny's stuff really kind of boring, and it's like all the drama that he's doing is pretty like stale shit that we've done in the past. So I don't know. To me, it's whatever. But Higgins likes to talk, offline. He won't do things in public. Like he'll send an email or whatever. That's just how he does it. It's fine. And yeah, look, it seems like he got a great deal. Dungeon. Now he's going into the whole like, well, I don't trust Archie now because if I pay him, he's got my details, plus he's got my money, and I don't have the channel and stuff. So he kind of talks about how he made the deal happen, and it's really not that important of everything. But we'll go into seeing what he says.
So I was making sure that I'm getting what I wanted before I do the payment. And there were some pleasantries exchanged, a lot of go fuck yourself and no money, no honey. And the highlight for me was when Archie wrote me a reply, "We won the fucking war." That was my personal highlight to one of those emails where I said, "Archie's not going to happen. I'm not going to pay."
It sounds like Archie was a motivated seller because ultimately the deal has been done.
Actually, what he said after is, "I'm desperate for money and I just wanted to have it gone and everything." And so you would be grateful and a little bit nicer to somebody who is about to sell your to buy your asset or something that you have to sell. But quite
I mean, Tickers, do you expect Archie to be grateful for anything? Like Higgins is like expecting Archie to like basically, give him some good customer service. And if you've ever watched the Archie Luxury channel, customer service doesn't exist, right?
No, that's great. I mean, he just forgot about it. What's a dungeon? He forgot he's done. He never gives it to him. He'll pretend that he's never existed, sort of thing. You know what I mean? He's just done. It'll just,
Yeah, Dodger. He gets into this whole like how he paid for it. So I'll fast forward a little bit and let's get more into like kind of what Higgins is, his whole like the whole story of everything, because he gets a lot of questions and I think it's relevant for people to hear.
If I remember correctly, the price was 1,500 back then. And Goldberg said, no, don't do it, rent it out. And I told Tan, why don't you buy the dungeon for 1,500? And I commit myself flying on my own dime to Madrid and do another Gonzo stream in that bar where we got totally drunk.
Oh, I didn't agree to that. So
well, was my offer, and you were in copy. You didn't object, so basically you said yes.
I wanted to shake off the Piss and John show. No, what was it? What was the nickname I'd acquired? Piss
and John show.
Yeah, I didn't want.
Yeah, you like that, Ticker. So you remember the old Swiss and John show? So when So Higgins had a drunk stream with Jamie Opulence, and Jamie constantly goes to the bathroom, during his when he's drinking, obviously, and So I said, look, it's the fucking Piss and John show. So Jamie just did not. Old Jamie Opulence didn't like me calling it the Piss and John show, but. We got the Green Shroom here who's saying, Docs is ignorant to the German censorship laws that Jonathan must abide by. I still rank him well above the deranged fuckwit Morty. Okay, so these guys have seen a bit of the stream, so they kind of know what's gonna, what Higgins is gonna talk about around like ownership and his whole, I think his worries are a little unfounded, but he's got it. He's got a different. He's looking at it a different perspective. But let's I'll fast forward a bit that stream into when we get into Higgins, maybe talking about that kind of stuff.
And secondly, I didn't want to give him my PayPal address.
Okay, and Bateman says 2 receipts, so that marries up with what you've just said about a down payment.
50%, 50%. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Question is, what could he do with his PayPal address? It's an email address, isn't it?
No, when you send PayPals, it sometimes, well, I think it often shows. I don't know about sometimes, but it definitely shows your personal information, like your address and stuff like that. So,
your home address.
Yeah. That's why he didn't want to do it. What he ended up saying, I fast forwarded through a little bit, was that he had asked me to do it, and then he would pay me back. Essentially, is how it works.
No. He's talking. Listen, there's another way you can do it. You can send some of your PayPal address, or you can tell Archie to send a request for payment. And do it that way. There's loads of fucking ways you can do it.
He was just, Tickers. He was just paranoid, right? So he was like, look, he reached out to me. He's like, look, Archie's not going to fuck you. So, if you handle the transaction part of it, I'll make you whole, essentially. But his worry was that Archie was not going to give him the channel. Like, he would pay the money, Archie would not give him the channel, and then Archie would also have his personal information. So he was very paranoid about that. So he asked, he asked me to step in. He's like, look, I know Archie's not going to fuck you over, so if you don't mind brokering and helping me out, that's what he's talking about. 2 receipts where we did a payment, for half payment for, just saying, hey, let's do the deal, and I'll give you the rest of it once it transfers over, and that's what we did.
Correctly paid Archie. I always said Tan paid on my behalf. Jamie, you are the victim now of the deceiver, of the mass deceiver Higgins.
Yeah.
Do you have any reason not?
Sorry, you've just ignored Mr. GMT. He's offering you his congratulations.
I ignored him. I put it up.
No, but Higgins ignored it. Ignored it. There's beef.
Oh, really?
You smell it. You smell it.
There's beef, but I don't know if you know, Jock, but between the Higgins and...
I remember there has been a few times in the past, yes, but I didn't know if it was still active. It was active beef.
Well, Higgins completely ignored it. So it's indicative that it's still active.
I'm not answering questions.
Boo-hoo, big boy.
Oh, yeah, you Higgins, you little fucking asshole. Dodger and Jamie here. I looked over my other screen. There's you fucking ball washing, OC. Fucking Jamie, like, oh, come on, Higgy. No, you had to go and get your balls.
One day, Retro, my mic is fully up, unless I turn off the...
I think it's...
Can you hear me?
It's overpowering.
I'll lower it. I'll tone it down a bit.
Hampson, you can believe whatever
it's facetious.
You want. Again, Barry Hampson, you can believe whatever you want.
There we go.
What I just said is...
Yeah, so here's I'm going to take the overlay off so you guys can see what Higgins is responding to. So Gary Hampson is saying Tan is still running the show. Obviously, I'm on the show right now. Sending viewers over to Archie's show after the dungeon is finished. Well, Archie's also sent us the viewers, and I've also sent the viewers to Jock. So, look, if you're running a show after the dungeon, if like Tickers was running a show, I mean, I super chatted Tickers' show from the dungeon before his show even started. I said, hey, after you're done your show, come check us out. And obviously Tickers had finished and he came over here. So no, we help out everybody here, guys. Like if you want to be on the dungeon, you want to, you have a show after the dungeon, we can help you. We're happy to do that. So no, I think that's why, Higgy's getting a little like, hey, you can believe whatever you want.
Is what happened. And you can run whatever narrative you want. Doesn't make it any more correct.
Well, that might be true. What he's saying that Tan sent viewers to Archie's show after.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you here, right? You know what, Tan? I know you're there, fucking going boo-hoo, big boys. You know what? I don't like that, right? It should be completely fucking. You know what? The guy sold it. Don't fucking promote Archie then. Let the thing flow by itself.
But that's the thing. I think Jock is misunderstanding that. I promote everybody. Like I'm not discriminating here. I do circular drama with Curly, right? That promotes the franchise club. I go on Tickers and stuff. I actually, went on Tim's earlier. If you guys want to see Horology Dungeon, said hello from a liberated Horology Dungeon, right? Like we promote everybody here. We don't just promote Archie. And so I think that like that's where a lot of people they're trying to associate this whole like, well, if the dungeon is separate, you should have nothing to do with Archie. Well, I mean, I'll ask those channels that question. If you're truly separate, why the fuck are you playing Archie's content all the fucking time, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta fucking call it as it is. You can't be like, oh well, you can't send him a link, or you can't play his content, or you can't talk about his stuff. Well, y'all promote his shit all the time, so why the fuck is it any different for you guys?
Well, maybe there was a clause. Maybe they signed some sort of clause.
Well, let's see the fucking paperwork. What was the clause?
What was in the agreement, Mr. Higgins? What was the agreement?
In which agreement? We don't have an agreement.
We'll sell you the dungeon, but we want you to send us traffic.
No, actually, the agreement is.
I mean, it would be the other way around, Jamie. Like, the viewers on the Archie Luxury live stream are a lot more than the viewers. We've got 50 people here. Shout out to everybody joining us here on a Tuesday afternoon. But yeah, I mean, Archie's got like 100+ viewers, right? So if he sends us the link, that's actually benefiting us. Us sending him the link, not so much.
So Archie suggested that we make a show together with him where we can ask questions, where he is assuring us that we can use all the content that is on the dungeon so far, that he will not strike us. And he has my word that we're not going overboard going after him and Lux.
Oh, what the fuck? That's so soy.
So there you go. So I think Jock is expecting the dungeon to be like kind of every other channel tickers that's out there right now, whether it's Freaky Winders or would have been Watch Nicholas or Curly's or whatever. Half these shows, either a good portion of their show is attacking Archie, playing his clips. Like we kind of, we'll play clips. We're playing clips today, and it's not that we won't play clips. And kind of Archie said it himself. He's like, I don't mind you guys playing my content, just don't do it all the fucking time. Like, produce your own content. That's what we're doing, tickers. I got Eddie on the show. We got Marcelo doing shows. Obviously, I'm here, right? Like, we produce other content, like that, right? So, sorry, tickers. I think you were saying something. I interrupted you.
What's your schedule going to be? Is it certain times, any time? How many days? How many times are you doing it? What's the score with it?
Yeah, for me, I kind of just do like a once a week thing. Like if I'm doing like a longer show like this, where it's over an hour type of a thing. If not, I do like 10-minute drive-bys of just basic news that comes out in the Archieverse. Eddie kind of runs every night. He does it generally like late night. So at your time, it would be pretty early in the morning. It'd be starting around 4 a.m. until about 7 a.m. your time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Magpie later on in this show says, hey, I'd love to do a Saturday stream. And really the reality is, tickers, everybody's allowed to do a show here. Like if you want to run a show and
what time is Jonathan going to be? I mean, is he going to be doing it? And what time is he going to be doing it? Sort of like, because you've got lots of people who go on his show who won't want to have the dungeon going at the same time as that. You know what I mean?
Not likely around any time in the UK, right? Your time's like, the kind of like an hour before or a few hours before that. It's mostly like early morning UK time, I would say, like 3, 4, 5 a.m.
No, not for Jonathan. He's only an hour difference from me.
Higgins is. I don't think he's going to do any shows here. I think he has his own channel, right? He has Elite Horology.
Oh, right. He's not going to do any. He's bought it for other people. He's not going to do anything.
That's right. So it's like,
I thought he was going to stream on it. Right. I see.
No. He can if he wants to, but no, he bought it to basically hand it to Dodger and run it like the spirit of it should be, right? With
I say, didn't know that.
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, very little like kind of rules and guardrails. There's obviously guardrails. There's always been guardrails, but like very few guardrails. Ensuring that there's freedom in the chat. People can say what they want to say, whether you like the show, you hate the show, whatever it is, right? Like we want to make sure that everybody can have a voice in the dungeon, and like we said, to be pretty free like that. So
okay,
yeah.
That is soy as fuck.
And of course, that's just
that is all relative. So we're not going over.
Well, you can't go after fucking poor old Luxy and Archie. Oh no!
What the fuck is a dungeon? Everyone goes after everybody in the fucking dungeon.
Yeah,
it used to be that way. But hey, Archie and Lux are off limits. What the
No,
fuck is that shit?
I didn't. No. I didn't say Archie and Lux are off limits. And I made
not too hard, yeah. But you've got.
What the fuck?
Whoop, can you hear me there, Tickers?
I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. My audio just randomly cut out there. Fucking StreamYard.
Right. Oh, right. So it wasn't me. I thought it was me. I immediately thought it was something done with me with all my problems I've had.
No. It's fucking some audio issue with StreamYard. All right, let's put this back up. Let me know if you can hear the audio here, Tickers.
But a man that goes, oh, look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
I know he can do what the fuck he likes, though, can't he? Don't go too hard on Lux and Archie, though. That's below the belt, that. And no one does go really hard on Lux and Archie, to be honest.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think you're Higgins. You're losing the audience.
Well,
the one goes really hard at Lux and Archie, if I'm honest, and I haven't for a long time.
You got to read the room. The room.
Yeah, I'm reading the room.
You're losing the crowd.
Yeah, this is where I think Higgins. I don't think he explained this very well, and I definitely understand kind of where he's coming from here and what he's looking to do. Tickers, like what he wants to do is he doesn't want to do a lot of shows that are just teaking Archie, like how most new channels, whether it's Bateman's or Jocks or even Curly's and a bunch of other ones, a lot of the times they do is they just sit there criticizing Archie. Where the Dungeon is more about like, hey, if you want to run a show, be a little bit creative and do something different. Well, that's more of the programming we're looking to put on, and less so about the clip stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I get lost the internet, man? I told you guys earlier, Gary. I fucking said it earlier. I said, hey, I may have some audio issues coming up. I don't know what the fuck happened, but like I heard it in my headset. It was just like click, all the audio went off, and I was like, what the fuck? But I logged back into StreamYard, and we're back. So let's keep going with this clip.
Hey, doing, Gary.
Okay. Dampers loves to argue with me after the last show about that James Bond watch. He argued with me back up and down, and basically what he does is he looks in the internet, and he didn't provide me any evidence that what on Sean Connery's wrist is a Gruen. He just believes the bullshit that is written on the internet.
Yeah, and I think we got Dodger's comment here. Why go after Archie? Just lie on the sofa and shoot the shit. And I think that's kind of when Higgins, and he's been on a bunch of shows, so he's explained it, saying that he was trying to kind of take it back to the essence of the old Dungeon, or what Sirocco would see as how the Dungeon should be run. And the Dungeon, Tickers, even if you kind of go back to the Narc, Curly, and Angelic days, it wasn't just all clips. Like it was, a lot of it was talking to a bunch of people on the panel, and other times it was someone coming on and playing some music like Danny, right? Like it was different, right? Tickers, tell me what you kind of remember the Dungeon as being.
I don't know. At that time, there was so many different channels, wasn't there? Different people doing it. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I'm trying to remember whether it actually used to come on or not, the Dungeon, or not, or whether he used to watch it. I don't know. I probably didn't see it because it was. I don't remember it being on at my kind of time. You know what I mean? It was always being run by the Americans, really, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
Yeah,
so
mostly.
I don't really remember it much.
When I used to, back when I was watching it during that time of Curly, Angelic, and Narc, like it was a variety show. Like I think Plastic had it correct. He called it Sweet JoJo's Variety Show, and but that's what it was. It was a variety show. You had Park Bench, where you had a bunch of guys just talking about whatever. You had clips, and generally the clips were run by Narc. Narc would hop on, do a drive-by, show a clip, and then they would laugh and move on to other characters. When I talked about the 3 pillars, right, that really had most of it minus the watch talk. But yeah, I mean, it was a good recipe, and I think that this is where, this was the spirit, I think, of why Higgins bought this channel, was to bring that spirit back, and kind of what Dodger was saying about, why go after Archie when you can just have fun doing other things, which is really kind of how the Dungeon was.
Yeah.
Right.
So do you agree with what they're saying? Everything changes, everything stays the same? Would that be a fair assessment?
Jamie, again, I didn't buy the Dungeon for myself, and I'm not realigning any politics. I didn't buy it for me. I bought it for Dodger.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why this is so hard to understand. I never wanted the Dungeon. Those rumors that I'm about to take over the Archieverse is laughable. It's greatly entertaining to me because when you know me a little, And Jamie, you know me a little. Jock knows me a little. Tan knows me a little bit more. All of you know that I have no great plans to take over something or to destroy anything, or it's just a big pile of bullshit.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of like narratives going around, Tickers, that like, you know, Higgins is trying to take over the dungeon to change it or to do this or to do that. And I mean, you know, he said it earlier, I think in the stream or maybe later, I don't remember. It was part of the stream where he even said he didn't ban the narc, and he doesn't want to ban the narc and change the dynamic of the dungeon, right? We see a lot of people here back with wrenches in the dungeon. People are not getting timed out or wrenches getting pulled or whatever. Like we're seeing a lot more of the free dungeon that we used to have versus
I
how it's
remember
been.
it now.
Yeah.
What did it? Okay, just remind me. Years ago, did Archie used to run the dungeon? Did he ever run it?
No, I think it was like I think it was Sirocco, Dodge.
Okay.
It was a bit of the fallout from the Marcello Time channel, and they all kind of the exiles came over here and they have their own show and stuff like that, right?
And it was like no one gets banned, no one gets timed out, anything goes, anything ever, wasn't it? Is that what? That's
what it was. It was a free channel. It was a channel where you could fuck about and have a good time, and that's what I think. That's what we're trying to bring back, right? The essence of that, right? And like I said, it's open to everybody. If people want to hop on, they want to run their own shows, they want to do whatever, right? Like many people have springboarded off of this channel. Curly, Eddie, Bateman. You know, I'm not going to say Jock because Jock came from other channels, right? But you know, there's been a lot of people that have really sprung off of this channel and started doing their own streams. So it's really a good place for people that are interested in that, I would say. And yes, Green Room, if we have time, we'll get Green Room does show up a little later. Does give some sage advice. I listened to that Green Room. I think you were spot on what you said. But you know what? Let's finish up on Higgy and maybe I'll get to Green Room so we can hear that, because Higgy is obviously, you know, he could be a little bit of a snooze fest, but you know we got to hear from him because he's the channel owner, so I have to play his speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Higgy's plastic is now in motion, says the holiday dungeon that you.
Gampers, sorry, I mixed you up with Rufus. Sorry, I take everything.
Rufus is a wonderful guy. Leave him alone.
Yeah, like Rufus was arguing with me up and down. I apologize, Gampers. Was not you.
Fuck Rufus, man. Rufus is a nice guy.
Yeah, where's Dodger in all this?
So I'll just summarize this because we can get into the Green Room side. But Dodger basically, you know, Dodger's he's got some stuff going on, some personal stuff happening right now, and he's just, you know, he's not going to have the bandwidth to run shows himself for a couple of months. So, you know,
right, okay,
yeah, like we're just like everybody, right? Because everyone life's changing for everybody, right? So it's just. I told Dodge, I said, hey, man, like, you know, whenever you want to do a stream, you'll always have keys. You'll always have the ability to do a show. So that's really what it was. The update from the Dodge was, hey, guys, I just don't have time right now. But he'd love to do it. And I think the Dodge will do it. And in the interim, guys, if you want to help out, like, you know, you're more than welcome. So I'm going to get into the part here where Green Room hops on, give some sage advice here. So I'm going to unhide the screen. You can see old Green Room there. I'm not, there's no AI. There's no fake Green Rooms. We'll hear what Green Room has to say, Tickers, about this whole dungeon saga.
As to what I think, fundamentally, I view the dungeon as an area for experimentation.
Okay.
Where people that within the community that are fundamentally not renowned for doing shows, for hosting, they can stand up and just have a go at doing it.
Yeah.
See if it works for them. That's what I did. I had a go 4 or 5 years ago, whenever it was. You know, I did my War Room episodes. I had no idea that people would react that way. For example, you look at Tan.
Oh shit! What's he gonna say, Tickers? What's he gonna say?
I can't put words in his mouth, but he had go at doing his own show on the dungeon, and people reacted a very special way to his show because he fundamentally did something that he wasn't known for doing his own show.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like
and-
dipping your feet in the water to see if you're able to, comfortable and able to run a show, basically.
Yeah, and a lot of people, and Tickers is absolutely right there. A lot of people, like I said, really kind of sprung off of the dungeon. Like Curly didn't have a show anywhere else before the dungeon. He kind of learned a lot of the ropes from being on this show, and we gave Eddie a chance. Eddie was on Archie's main show and Lux's show. He was kind of a panelist, a guest that would hop on and just sit there and not really say anything. I one day said, "Hey, why don't we? We don't really have anybody running the dungeon tonight. Why don't I give Eddie a shot?" And Eddie, the crowd loved it, and the rest is history with Eddie, right? So,
yeah, exactly.
There's so many stories like that, Tickers. I mean, Bateman was he was Archie's kind of like co-host on the main show, and I told AC3, I said, you know what? People like Bateman. Bateman's getting popular. Why not put him on the dungeon and give him his own show, right? Because people will go to Archie's show to see Archie, and I think Bateman can probably handle a show. So Bateman did it on the dungeon, and now he has his own channel. So, I think Green Room's spot on here that a lot of people came on the dungeon in the past to have some fun, have a good time like we are right now, but also to test the waters to see if this is something they may want to do. And I think that's a very real scenario.
It's a way of
basically, yes. Yes, you can have, just a muck around where it's a bunch of guys just chatting around, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I can't emphasize how important it is for people just to have a go at doing a show, because you fundamentally don't know. There's loads of things that you or me may not be aware of that we're not good at, or that we may be good at. For example,
this is the best, Tickers. He goes into some fucking badminton example. Like, what the I was like, what the fuck, Green Room?
I was at my local, I have to be careful with the names here, my sports center, doing something or other. And a girl was telling me about badminton.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just talking me into it. And I said, okay. I gave it a go. I played it for I've been playing it for 4 months, and I've gotten.
I mean, Green Room. I mean, like, this girl must have been like a fucking 10 out of 10 or something, man, for you to not only pursue badminton, but then to go down exactly for 4 months. Like, fuck, Green Room, you gotta let us know if this girl was a 10 out of 10, because I mean, either that or you really like racket sports. I don't know, bro.
Really, I feel like I'm pretty good at it. It's a really fast-paced game. It's an incredibly fast-paced game. But I would not be at the level at badminton if I had not given it a go to begin with. And that is what I would say to anyone thinking about doing a stream for themselves. Have a go. Give it your unique take.
Yeah.
If you copy and paste someone else's show, good luck with that. But just giving your own.
I think that's a very important point that Green Room made. If you're just going to copy someone else's show, it may not go the way people think it will. I think some folks think that, hey, I can get a monetized channel and then start running some clips and have my own opinions, right? And we got a lot of these, even those without clips, right? Like, you've got the Freaky Winders, you've got the Holiday.
Curly.
Well, you got Curly, you got the Holiday Man. We did have Watch Nicholas. I'm sure Watch Nicholas will be back at some point.
Where's he gone, by the way? Just as a sideline.
He's become some fucking hedge fund manager, stockbroker, fucking whatever the fuck he's doing. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, look, like, we've got a lot of channels. Bateman's channel doing clips, like a lot of channels that are just following the same recipe that I think, whether it was I think Watch Nicholas was more that was more his recipe. Like I said, Curly didn't invent doing these clip streams. Maybe, people could say he perfected it. I mean, that's up to opinion, but he didn't invent it. And I think what Green Room is saying is there's just a lot of that out there. So for those that like are wanting the dungeon to be a little bit different, I think that's kind of what we're trying to do, is have a channel where, you can go and you can kind of control how the entertainment's going to happen, and not be necessarily about the same old shit that everybody's doing. And maybe that's just us not doing a shit ton of clip streams. I don't know, right? But yeah, I mean, you guys have seen the last 7 days. It's been just like, Eddie Reality TV or Marcelo hopping on, letting us know what video game he's making and everything else. The Docs report. Sorry, go ahead, Tickers.
No. Listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. The Docs report. Pickleball right around the corner for the Mad Green hater. Docs, there's pickleball, and there's all kinds of racket sports now. Like, I mean, Green Room being a younger guy than I am, is playing badminton. Badminton's a bit. I mean, it's not an older person's sport, I guess. Pickleball, people say is, but there's all kinds of racket sports now. There's like padel, there's pickleball, there's tennis, obviously squash, racquetball. There's all kinds of shit. I don't really know what's going on. Mike up. Mike fucking.
What the fuck is pickleball? We don't have pickleball in the UK. What's that?
Pickleball. You never seen pickleball before?
Well, it might be called something different over here, but until you tell me what it is, I've fucking no idea.
It's a type of. It's like tennis. It's a racket sport. Okay. But I think it's just I think it's different than the rest. So they're all kind of fuck. I can't even keep up with all these racket sports. But look, Green Room, more power to him. 4 months into badminton. This girl better been a fucking Sydney fucking 11 there, Green Room, because if not, I mean that's a big fucking commitment to the old racket sport of badminton. We need to run a Doc special show, Green Room. Yeah, man. You got Dr. Bob's Nightmare over at the Holiday, man. Like, we got a lot of shows there, Tickers. A lot of stuff's happening here.
Aye.
Defy the meta and try and do something different.
Yeah. The thing again,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. You can finish your statement. It's not a problem.
I forgot.
Okay, let's have a GoFund. Let's have a GoFundMe for a new mic for Tam.
I think Heggie was saying.
Yeah. Yeah, let's have a GoFundMe for my new mic. That's all good.
Yeah.
He's very into this. Like, he's worried about this and legal things. I'm like, look, the one thing I would say is, if people want to jump on, fine. Or if you give people keys, there's a certain reason why. Like you said, people jumping onto a panel is one thing. You come onto the panel first, you get the feel for it. Fundamentally, you can't be worried. You have to if people want to jump on, let them jump on. Let the channel flow. You don't restrict it and be worried. If you over worry about it, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do nothing, because you're like constantly like concerned about what's been said here, what's been doing here. I'd be careful with my repercussions and this and that and the next thing. The thing with the dungeon was, like you said, it was a starting platform for a lot of people to then, like you did, do your own thing. Like Bateman's doing his own thing now. Carly's doing his thing, just examples right now. And let it go. The dungeon was fun, and it was a fun platform. Really, it was. I love the dungeon, like the AI clip is, but it's true. It was a good.
I don't know why he says it was a good platform. Like, it's not a was situation. Is the mic still fuck, Tickers, or what?
It's better just now, but it was cracking up. Have you got it set right? What are you? What?
No, I'm wired in here. Let me log back in. Hold on.
For fuck's sake.
Hello.
Hello. It's better.
How's that? Better? All right.
Hey, what's the change? Talk to me.
Nah, I just unplugged it. I don't know. It's a plugged in mic. It's a plugged in mic. The fuck, man? There's no Bluetooth batteries here.
No, but what is it? Is it what Bluetooth? Is it a decent? Is it what?
No,
mic is it?
It's a Razer gaming mic.
Oh, fuck! So why don't you just buy the industry standard? The one that everyone uses, the Shure one that everyone uses.
What, you want me to buy a Jabber or something like that, Tickers? The IT help desk approved?
No, the Shure one that everybody uses. The Shure that Shure mic is.
I don't. That's
the industry standard. Fuck me,
I couldn't. Tickers, I couldn't be fucked to do that.
It's probably the quarter of the price of a fucking Lamborghini wheel nut, for fuck's sake.
That's true. I'm just too lazy to set that shit up, man. It's just easy to fucking plug in a headset. and then you're good
you
to go.
don't set anything up the show. You buy it. You don't even have to use the software with it. You get it and you just plug the cunt in. That's it. It's as simple as that. That really is that simple.
Simple
it's
as that.
industry standard.
Look, I love the IT support from Tickers, guys. We love T and Tickers. We're giving Tickers some love today. He he was very generous to hop on here. He was doing his show. He was having some issues himself, and I'm happy to have him back on our show.
Thank you,
But
man. The issue wasn't me. It was either StreamYard or something. Because same computer, same everything, and I come on here, and it's fine.
yeah, that's weird, man. I don't know. Is Seriously Cinnamon a new strain of weed? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, Dr. Bob. These are the kind of questions I give Mike the Snake every night on the Archie Luxury Show. I ask Mike the Snake all kinds of cannabis questions because he is the weed consultant.
Good fucking platform.
And
So-
importantly, and yes, of course, terms of service need to be followed. And in particular countries, there are certain such and such, as John was alluding to. I was about to make some other point. What's good about it is that it's not a crazy amount of viewers. It's not like getting in front of 1,000 people. It's not, you'll be getting in front of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. It's not, it's not that terrifying.
Well, I'm glad I got to the upper end of Green Room's range of the 50 people, not the fucking 10 people, man. Jesus Christ.
There are great public speakers out there. But it takes guts to get up in front of that podium and just to say something or other. It's the first time will be probably the hardest, probably.
Oh yeah, when you put your head above the parapet and decide to go live, it's like holy fuck, you know what I mean? You get analysed to the fucking degree with everything, don't you? Fuck me
You're
dead.
subjected to the trolls, tickers. Like, there's all kinds of fucking mayhem that happens.
Well, okay. Anyone who's watching the dungeon who's never been live before and decides to go to, there's one way which you can round it. Just don't switch your fucking camera on. That's it. You only get trolled really when you switch the camera on because they'll fucking find, they'll find a wart on your face or fucking something in the background or something. You know what I mean? Half the problem is when you put your camera on. That's when you start the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people get sensitive around that, where people will just start making fun of their appearance or whatever it may be. I mean, that's
exactly yes.
Yeah, like if that's something that obviously bothers you, then yeah, I would agree. That's good advice. Don't turn your camera on.
Don't turn your camera on. Don't make a public appearance anywhere. So you don't know anything. What you look like or anything like that. You might sit there in a wheelchair with only having one leg, and that's some fuckers will have a go at you for that. But if you don't know that because you never let them know that, well, you're fine. Get my drift.
Have you seen this comment from Loose Tooth? Narc's fingers were very disturbing. Do you know what this means?
No. What was up with his fingers? Go on, I need to elaborate.
I mean, his fingers were a little. They kind of resembled sausages. They were a little bloated. They were bloated. Loose Tooth says.
Right. Was that a medical issue or something?
I hope not. But that's what he means. He said that Narc's fingers were very disturbing, and this is kind of what you were saying, Tickers, around like subjecting yourself to ridicule from the trolls. Tan, have you joined the craze at GLP medications? No, I have not, Docs. I don't even know what that is. But I'm in my 40s, Docs. I haven't needed to be. I'm knocking on wood. No need for medication. I'm Gucci, man. Narc, the picture of health. Yes, Narc, the picture of health. Pig fingers, says Dr. Bob. Pig fingers. All right, go ahead.
Someone said that I look like Steve McQueen. No, that's nothing like. I'm a male stripper for the blind.
A male stripper for the blind. There you go. I've met Tickers. Tickers is fine, guys. Let's be nice to Tickers. He's the guest of the dungeon today. Dirk Diggler says the best was when Tickers came on with his herpes lip, when his herpes lips were flaring.
Oh fucking hell! So I went to Destin in Florida, and I lubed up and all that lot because obviously I was fair skinned and everything. But when I went out on the boat taking pictures of dolphins and stuff like that and sharks in the middle of the ocean, I got fucking I think it was the second to last day. I got a sunburn on my lip badly, like fucking badly. It was like really fucking bad. It like
Dirk?
it looked like it had gone down on the busiest prostitute in the world.
And look, Dirk was there, right? Dirk saw it. Now it's that's the game, Tickers. That's the game. Jamie Opland says, in life, it's as simple as this. Those who put others down because of their own insecurities. Once you figure that out, you'll be sweet. That's true, man. Yeah. Like, I kind of don't get why people like. Look, I mean, I get it. When people don't want people, they're not big fans of the whole making fun of appearances, and they don't want that. That's why they don't come on the panel or put on the cameras. I get that part of it, right? But for me, Tickers, it's like I don't really care what people think personally. These are people on the internet. Like, I'm having a bit of fun. I troll them. I don't really, see any harm in that. But there are people that just they're sensitive like that, and it's just not for them. So yeah, definitely words of caution from Tickers, who's been through the ringer.
Yeah.
Sweet as a nut. That's a new one. All right, we got Roy here. GLP for glucose regulation and appetite mitigation. Nah, man. I'm good. I'm good, docs. I'm completely natural like that. I'm going the natural route right now. No medication.
As Docs is in the channel, perhaps I could just ask him. We've had differences the last few months, but I did actually go on his show a couple of months ago. We had a chat, but he still blocked me out of his chat. So if you could let me, message in your chat when you're on, I still watch your show, and I still want to.
Did you just catch Docs on a bad day or something? Like,
I don't know. Well, no. I'm not going to go into it. It's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing that though. But then I said 2 months ago, he happened to have the Streamyard link on, and I went on and we had a chat for an hour. He had blocked me on it. I think before then, and I clicked on the StreamYard link, and we had a chat on his live, but he never unblocked me. We never discussed it, but he never actually unblocked me. So,
have you tried emailing Docs?
Oh yeah, I really have. Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, look, maybe he's got a reason, and he's gonna, Doxy.
That's fine. That's fine. But we had a chat. I thought we just sorted things out to some degree because I went on his live for an hour. And we had the chat.
Ball wash alert. Calm down, Tickers. And Green Room is saying banning Tickers. Shame on you, Docs. Yeah, I mean, why would you ban Tickers?
I'm certainly not gonna say anything rude in his chat. I don't do that. I never say anything rude in anybody's chat.
I mean, you don't do drama that often.
I don't know.
You don't do it.
The only person who gets a dick in here was Archie and Tim after years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't do drama, so I'm kind of like scratching my head.
I don't do drama at all. I talk about watching. It's pretty boring in this world. I have never known such a community that everyone knows each other through watches. Yeah, there's so many fucking drama channels. I mean, you put everything together. How many watch channels compared with drama channels out of everybody used together? So we got. Let's discuss this. Okay. Fucking Archie's okay, discusses watches.
Yeah, count him as a watcher.
Thomas Burnett discusses watches.
Yeah.
I don't think you don't. Curly doesn't.
Nope.
Jock doesn't.
Nope.
You know what I mean? That's right.
Tim does. We'll give it to Tim does. Tim does. We'll give this 3 with Tim.
Yeah, he does. It's just like, but no, I'm sorry. I'm talking about all the people who actually talk to each other and do it. All the people who join the dungeon. How many people out the dungeon actually talk about watches? Not a lot.
Not a lot, right? Like, I mean, I can do watch talk, and I have done it. I just, for me, it's I like to do this other stuff as well. And I mean, we got Jay Gray in the chat. Hopefully, you're doing well today, Jay Gray. Jay Gray's another guy who's had a long history on the dungeons, been on the dungeon. I know he's not been feeling well, so obviously we're not going to ask him, if he wants to hop on, but he knows that the link is there whenever he feels like it, and he's happy to do it. And we're obviously, happy to have him on the dungeon whenever he feels it, right? So.
What happened to that guy who was well into Seikos? We were going to do it. Me, you, and that guy were going to do fucking something on Seikos, and then he just disappeared.
Are you talking about Gorilla George?
That's him. That's him. Yeah.
Yeah. He got caught with fake watches in the. What was that called? The Watch Colony channel. They caught him showing fake watches, and he basically disappeared after that.
Oh fuck! Did he make it? He made out he was kind of well-to-do and had lots of fucking money and everything.
He was showing. Get this. He was showing a Doctor No Submariner, right? One of my favorite, one of my favorite.
The original, the original 1958 or whatever. No crown guard. Yeah.
So he was showing a 6538 Doctor No Submariner, but with like an Explorer dial. Like he was showing a photo, like a wrist shot of him wearing. And I was like, man, like that's a fucking rare. Like it's a rare watch for a 6538 in and of itself, but to have it with an Explorer dial is even more rare. So it is a big crown sub.
So you actually pulled it. You the one that bubbled it then? You spotted it?
No. It was no, because I talked to Gorilla George about like Seikos and stuff like you were talking about, right? Like we didn't really go into like that other stuff, the high horology stuff. I don't remember at least. But no, I think he was like flexing, and then somebody from the Watch Colony group called him out, and then he just fucking disappeared. Gone.
Right, Watch Colony. So remind me, Watch Colony. Who's Watch? Remind me who ran the Watch Colony.
The Watch Colony were the folks that remember when Tim had that whole issue with his half of his channel, and they had that big exodus out of Tim's channel a few years ago. That they started the channel, the Watch Colony. That was like OC, Buckley, Diego.
Oh yeah,
America, all those guys.
Yeah. All those guys, they're all over it. I mean, OC knows his stuff. So if you put like a fake Rolex in front of him and that, and Diego and that, they'll fucking spot it, won't they? They'll know. People like that, they'll all fucking somebody there's going to spot a fake Rolex, isn't it? Aren't they?
Tickers, we got Doc's Report's response, but it's kind of a cryptic message here. This is for you.
Oh, leadership, discipline. I don't know. I don't think that's aimed at me. Well,
that's his only comment since we've talked about why he hasn't unbanned you from the show. So
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know. It's all you speak to me in riddles, Doc. You speak to me in riddles. All right, let me keep playing this clip.
Well, it's exactly the point of the foxhole when you put yourself vulnerable. That's as simple as you've come from, let's say, the chat, and then you see many people in some ways have came from the chat and jumped onto the panels, and it's not sort of walked out in some ways, or they've got a bit fronted by it. Because again, you do get the trolls, you get people criticise and all the rest of it,
and that's going to be part of it. How can you handle the feedback? How can you handle people talking shit? It's a test of it will be a test of your character. How will you be able to handle if someone really gets a good line on you? If someone joins and really gets one at you, how do you handle it? But I can't. It's just fundamentally trying something too. I don't want to keep hammering the same point again and again. Davey Smalls was right. 90 viewers last night. So there you go.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. Wait, at what point? What, during the Carly show, was it? Anyway, regardless, I mean, this whole thing about the obsession with viewers and stuff, I've never got, but 90 viewers, I think.
I was saying he's talking about the Nielsen ratings here, Curly. He's all about the Nielsen ratings. How many viewers you have, how many super chats you have, how many friends you have, how many girls you slept with, how much weed can you smoke. The Nielsen ratings, guys, the Nielsen ratings. But yeah, it's I think Jock is kind of, he's seeing the issues here with the whole, I think Jock is just kind of done with it. And, Tickers, I don't disagree with them. I don't disagree that it can kind of just go a little too far, and then it gets a little boring, boys. It gets a little boring.
I would like to ask Green Room to bring the War Room back, and it was fucking great. Sure. Everyone loved the War Room. I think if he's still in the chat, I think he should. I bet you put a poll up. Mm-hmm. Should Green Room bring the War Room back? I bet you'd get an overwhelming yes out of it. 100%.
Yeah, I think. Look, I mean, Green Room is welcome to bring the War Room back. It's, it's all about low effort friends here at the dungeon. And yeah, if he wants to do it, He's welcome to do it, Tickers. I don't even. I
Course,
think
yeah,
that
I
a
just
lot.
think it was. Yeah, I think it was just. I think it's brilliant. Lots of people love it. I don't. Yeah, just lots of people loved it. It was great. It was very, very. It was very engaging and very clever, and it was
Did you take your live stream down, Tickers? Like I'm trying to find your live stream here.
Yeah, I did. It was crap. I wasn't. I didn't talk about watching at all. It was full of me fucking about with two laptops and 3 cameras and potato with cheese and salad and mayo. The picture was shit, so I binned it.
Okay. I was gonna say for those that I just sent you a I don't know if you can see that on your channel, but it's on this video here. Let me find this for you. I'm gonna take the overlay off. All right, it's on this video here, Tickers. This was from streamed live July 28th. But I sent you a little super thank you for $50. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, or because I don't know if you have comments on in this show or whatever, but you can usually see them in the comments. But you'll get that from.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's
it helped out because I don't have a job at the moment. I'm fucking. I was saying the other day. I was saying on my show when I was talking about, because everyone asked me about job updates. I applied for an IT job. I'm 26 years into IT. I applied for a job. I chased it up the other day. The recruiter says, we are taking our time. We've had 450 plus people apply for the job. That's one fucking IT job.
Wow.
450 people.
Yeah, I've heard the market's fucked right now, man. Because what I've heard, Tickers, is I've heard that a lot of people with tenure are being let go. And that makes it difficult, obviously, because some of them may be applying for more entry-level positions. And then, I've also heard that because there's so many people being let go, that it's just the pool of candidates, like you're describing, is you've got less jobs to apply for, and there's fucking double the people, right?
Correct. Now, if someone, I said that I think it's also the case if someone comes out of college, they've got they've done IT as part of their curriculum, and they go and sign on in this country, you get job seekers allowance, but you've got to prove that you've been applying for jobs. You've got to give them a list of jobs you've applied for. So I think all these people, who are like 18, 19, who've done an IT course, think, tell you what, I'll apply for that. All you've got to do, they don't check up on you. All you've got to do is tell them, I've applied for this job, because you get an email to say. So it's probably half of them lot probably applying for that job that I want, that I can do with 26 years in.
This is
just apply for it,
I was going to say, this is a good point from Jamie, because I mean, your skill set, you obviously you've told people you work in IT and you do help desk and whatnot. I mean, you've got a skill set where you could sell that service to small businesses. And Jamie's kind of saying it here: take the opportunity to start your own business now or never. That probably is the truth.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
you get some clients, you get some recurring revenue coming in because you have an IT contract with them, right? Whether that's a small doctor's office or a dentist's office or whatever it may be, right? And you can build your business from there. I know a lot of people that have kind of gone and they've taken that leap out of actual help desk IT into building IT services businesses.
Yeah, that's worth looking at. But I am 60. I just want a fucking decent job.
You're just old and tired, because I get it, man. You're old and tired. Okay, it's fine. You just want to I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You just want some security, and you just want to go in and come home and
have your fun. 5 years. If I get where I want to be with a particular organization that are okay, and they have a fucking stupidly good pension, one of the best in the country, and that'll do me great because I've already got pension lying about. So I get that added to it, I can get off the gravy train in at 64, 65, you know what I mean?
Fucking Jay Gray, man. Take a gig at Disney. What a fucking bastard. Green Room says, I look forward to meeting Jamie in September. Yeah, apparently Jamie is going to Sydney in September. And it could be a big meetup with the Shroom and Jamie and, doing a whole bunch of gonzo. Shroom's going to be staying up late with Jamie. The old Piss and John show will be happening down under. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Tickers knows a guy. But look,
by the way, I don't know. I've not kept up with Higgins. What's Higgins' channel now? What's he do? He's not with Squid anymore, is he?
No. So Higgins has his own channel here called. I'll pull it up for you guys. the Elite Horology channel.
The
Elite
Elite.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. We can have a look here real quick. Elite Horology channel. Let me share. Let me share the tab here because I think I had taken it off from that mode. Hold on. There we go. And I'm gonna go to the Elite Horology channel. Add to stage. So yeah, you can see it here. He's been doing this for quite some time. He's got like fucking 1.6K subs. Not monetized.
Is he without? Is he do it with OC?
It was kind of a joke. You ever seen that? You ever seen that? Yeah, you ever seen that clip with him and JJ, the Boo Hoo Hoo Big Boy, the little rap song that's like between Higgins and JJ?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, it's one of the most famous Mookie clips. So JJ in that clip says, "You made a channel with him to troll me," and that was this channel, the Elite Horology channel, where JJ had just bought the FP Journe. I forget what it was. I think maybe an Octaloon. I don't remember what it was, but he bought like this FP Journe, and it was a rose gold with I believe a rose gold dial, and I guess Higgins was just like trashing on it or something like that, and obviously JJ responded, and he made this channel to troll JJ. So so that's not OC is not really part of this channel, no.
So wasn't it Green Room? We did the full boxing thing and do all that lot where you made all the
wrestling. Yeah, the wrestling one. That was Green Room.
Hell,
Yeah.
he was a whole lot. He's so fucking talented. Tell you, he is.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't continued his show. Like maybe it was a lot of work. Like he was putting a lot of hours in. I think when he came back to do it, and maybe it's just a case of still having some. Like I like doing streams, tickers myself. But I space it out, like I'll do it once a week or once every 2 weeks type of a thing. Like I try to keep it so that it's interesting for me, and it's also like it gives the viewers some breathing room as well. So I forgot, Green Room he's on the competitive badminton circuit. Yes. Yes. We forgot.
So we need to see them. We need to see a match between him and Marcelo, don't we?
Yeah, I think Marcelo will. He'll definitely. I mean, Green Room's got he's got the age advantage on Marcelo, but Marcelo is no spring chicken, tickers. He's no spring chicken. He knows how to play racket sports. So yeah, I mean, look, I think I think that'd be pretty fun, man, to see that.
Oh, Wizard! Fuck me dead. Have we ever heard anything from Wizard? Fuck me dead, Wizard.
We did actually. We did not recently, but this was maybe about a year and a half ago, or something like 2 years ago. If Nelson Oliveira is in the chat, he'll attest this because it was him who actually brought this up. So he spotted the Wizard walking around freely and openly at a watch event in Toronto.
Wow.
Yeah, Nelson was at the event, and then I think he texted me and a few people, and he sent photos. He's like, "Man, you won't believe who's here. It's the fucking Wizard." And so yeah, he was spotted, but Nelson, obviously didn't approach him or whatever. Like,
no.
All right, we got a guest hopping in here on the panel. I'll bring him up on the screen. Loading. Maybe it's not just me who's got the bad internet today there, Tickers.
Maybe it's not. That's what makes me happier if it's, yeah.
Hey, JD, how you
good
doing?
Morning, good evening, good night, Tan Tickers.
Hey,
Great
man.
news about Jamie coming to Sydney in September. I want him to come here and sing happy birthday to me in his best Australian accent. That'll be great.
Shit!
Fuck me, Dad.
That'll be great.
Don't give me any of that. Oh, that winds the fuck out of me, that does.
That's hilarious. It's the fact that it's consistent. It's all the time. I'll show you what watch I'm wearing since we did a bit of watch talk.
Let's do it.
I know it's not like
Grand Psycho, Grand Psycho.
Grand Psycho, man.
I love it.
Nice.
I love that dial, man.
Looks better. I'll try to get it in the light for you. It's a bit, sort of like that. There you go.
I love the dial, man. Hey, JR, what color is your bluesy?
Hey boys, it's fucking Jay and Tickers here.
I got to go to work, but lovely morning on Wednesday at 8 a.m. in Sydney. This soon will be Jamie Opulence. So I'll do the Gonzo stuff with him.
Bye, JD.
See you guys. Take care. Have a good day.
Bye.
All right, if you don't behave, I'm gonna put more dick in your ear. You got a Christopher Ward on a fucking NATO, mate.
finished.
Oi, Tickers, I'm going to put more dick in your ear, you fucking cunt. I got a Christopher Ward on a NATO, and I haven't got a bluesy, because I just buy Christopher Wards, mate. I buy the Christopher Wards, and what I'll do, I put them on a NATO, mate. And if you fuck about, I'm going to put my dick in your ear, and then take the Christopher Ward off the NATO, and then put the Christopher Ward watch away, and then buy another one of the NATO straps.
Okay. Thanks.
What color's your bluesy?
Blue, big boy, I got a bluesy on.
Blue,
and
blue,
tan,
blue. Yo.
You know what I love about my cars? Okay? You know what I love about my cars? All of the wheels stay connected to the wheelbases.
Cyber metals.
What do you think about that, Sam?
Cyber metals. Cyber metals. I don't even know what cyber metals is. Is some kind of lug nut company? Like, what the fuck is this shit, man? What is this, man?
Hey, Char, wouldn't you rather buy an Audi Q2 menstruation red? You can't afford to buy a luxury Audi that bad?
I would love to like get Archie on the dungeon where like it's a paid gig, but he just has to answer questions from JR. All questions from JR. It would be like a fucking rapid round of just like, what do you think of that, Paul? What do you think of that, Paul? What do you think of that, Paul? And just drive. Yeah, you ask the questions and just drive them nuts for a fucking hour. I would pay to see that. That's for sure.
That's right. I'll tell you what. I want to flag a health and safety concern here, Tickers and Tan. When all of the wheels on his Audi Q2 fell off, his ex-wife was scared to drive the Q2.
Why can't it just be Tan and Tickers? Why is it Tickers and Tan?
Sorry. Tan and Tickers.
Tan and Tickers. There we go.
No, I retract that. You're gonna be I retract that. From now on, you're called Tankers.
Tankers.
Okay. So Tankers, I want to flag a health and safety concern. When all the wheels fell off the menstruation red Audi Q2, Archie's ex-wife, I'm not going to dox her because I work in HR, she was scared to drive the Q2. Okay, she was scared. What do you make of that, Tankers?
Look, I think he needs to go to the what do you guys call it? The MOT over there. Go to the MOT and get your shit fixed, bro. Get your shit fixed. That's what I think about that.
You gotta get an MOT and a service there, man. But
what the fuck is an MOT, man? What is an MOT? I don't know what an MOT is. All I hear is you fucking guys say.
Ministry of Transport test. Basically, after 3 years, your car has to go through
any car.
No. Any car. No. It's
yes.
Certain cut-off limit, and like if it's something like a vintage car, I think it's 30 years old. I don't know what the cut-off point is. You don't need an MOT or tax. So I know someone's got a 1968 something or other down the road, and he doesn't need an MOT or tax.
Like, Doc, your Doc's calling Canadian liberals. Like, look at these socialists. They have to fucking get their car checked by the government every 3 fucking years, man. And Doc's
hold on, Tickers. Tickers, a 1968 car. Shitter, I drive a 2026. What do you think about that, Tickers?
That's fine. I drive a 2026 as well, actually. I'm saying I drive a 2026.
But Tickers, did your mum buy your car for you?
No, my mum passed away in 2009. And my dad
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
In 1984.
I'm sorry to hear that, but let me continue my narrative. My mummy bought me all of my cars, and I love it.
So Tickers, like JR was just introduced to the concept of a Nepo baby this morning. He had no idea what a Nepo baby was. Even in his organization, he kind of overlooked the word nepotism because JR's gotten everything. Well, because you've gotten everything in life through nepotism, right? And so
you can't just wait, you can't. I say explain nepotism, and you say it's because you've got everything through nepotism. I want you to define it, big boy.
Nepotism is when your family or somebody close to you helps you out in a job situation to either get a job, get a leg up, get something out of that, something of benefit to you, but it's done through that relationship with the family member or a close friend, but generally family member. It's actually nepotism.
Well, Tan, let me stop you there. That sounds great. That sounds amazing.
I know. It's that's why you've overlooked it. Go ahead.
Time my little friends come to see him. One of me little.
Ronnie or Reggie? Reggie or Ronnie?
This is Reggie.
Reggie.
Yeah, this is Reggie. Oh, Ronnie will come up in a minute. Ronnie's on a lead because he's had a bad back, so he can't be running around like an idiot. So Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on,
See,
Ronnie.
JR is not going to troll the dog, right? He's not going to troll no dogs. JR
There we are. There's
no
the big
animal,
boy.
no animals were harmed in this dungeon, guys.
There's the big boy. There's Ronnie.
Wait, is that hold on, is that Watch Nicholas's dog? Why didn't he get his fucking teeth sorted? He's got no teeth.
That's my dog. This is Ronnie.
He's very happy. They're ready for bed, Tickers.
No, that's Watch Nick's dog. Wait.
Oh, bless him.
Hold on, Tan. Is that Coda?
Rest in peace to Coda, man. Rest in peace, Coda.
Hey,
Rest in
fuck
peace,
Coda, man.
Man, not just Coda. Rest in peace, Archie Luxury.
Hey, fuck that dog. Fuck Coda.
Rest in
That
peace,
is my
Archie
best
Luxury.
friend in the world. She's my best friend in the world. That is.
Oh yeah, he's happy. Look at him. He's
Hey,
happy.
fuck Coda, man. I always fucking hated that dog.
That's true. Coda never got that kind of love, right? Like you can clearly see the affection between Tickers and man's best friends. I'm not gonna say friends, because he's got a few dogs. So
I've got two. They're both brothers. But this is my first. This is the guy I got first. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
It's the OG.
Tickers. Enough of the dogs. Hey, let me ask you a question here. Have you got a girlfriend?
Not at the moment. No.
Why don't you go out and get some bitches, my dog? Why don't you go out and get some bitches?
No,
Where the bitches at the moment?
Dogs never let you down. Bitches let you down.
Why don't you go get a bitch, get your dick sucked, my guy?
I will do. I'll go pay for it. That's easy.
Well, he's going to Tennessee in a few months, so.
Yeah, back to Tennessee.
Come on, Tickers, go get your dick sucked, man, and put you at ease. You'll stop being so hasty about the fucking Christopher Ward on a NATO. After you get your dick sucked, you'll be saying, "Hey, man, you ever thought about the Christopher Ward on a NATO?" Because I'll mellow you out, man. I'll mellow you out. They'll suck your soul out for your dick. What do you think about that, Tickers?
I've got the Amiga on at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, but I'd rather have my dick sucked than an Amiga.
Fair enough.
Now, Green Room is saying that to meet women, you should be going to play badminton like him. Becoming a regional champion in badminton will up your chances, Tickers, of getting the bitches. But
that's right, Tickers. If you want, listen. I'm county level, so I can help you. I bet you've got no backhand and no backhand serve.
I'm not interested in fucking playing tennis or badminton or anything like that.
But how are you going to get the bitches? How are you going to get them?
No, I'll find some way. Play guitar, man.
Listen,
I'll just go when I go back up north. Cause I live down south at the moment, and I'm going back up. I'm going to live back up north. This place is for sale. I'll go back to my old haunts and I'll go to my jam nights like I used to do, and I'll get up and play guitar and sing.
Jesus Christ, Tickers, you're not 25 anymore, man. Like.
Tickers, let me give you some advice here. As a former sex therapist, you need to read the Kama Sutra books, okay? So you know what you're doing when you get in the sack. As a former sex therapist, that's my advice.
Okay, thank you. But
Okay.
what do you mean, Tan? I'm not 25 anymore. What's that supposed to mean? I can still sing and play guitar. There's plenty of people out there who are a lot.
Yeah, but you're gonna go up on stage at your age, Tickers. Like, are you Angelic Slayer?
No,
but I can still sit there and play acoustic and sing, mate.
Yeah, look, hey, you can serenade JR with a nice Yorkshire track.
Tickers, what song are you gonna sing? I ain't got no bitches ain't coming my way. They don't suck my dick, but I think I'm a prick. Yeehaw! Is that what you're gonna sing?
No.
Tickers, you're a bit frosty with me. What's wrong?
I'm not. It's like 11:15.
What?
He's tired, man. Tickers, why don't you? It's up to you if you want to dip. I can take over the show.
Yeah,
for you, but.
I'm gonna dip, guys. I was up at fucking early this morning. And I'm on a
No problem, man. No problem. But
Wait, Tickers. I don't know what to put on the Christopher Ward. Is it a NATO? What do I do?
I don't think somehow you own a Christopher Ward at all.
No, because I wear bluesies.
Oh, you do. Right, I'm going. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, Tickers. Love you. Love you. I love you. I love it.
That was Tankers.
Dankers. So Tan, I've been hearing recently that you got the poverty spec Lambo. You don't even have the suicide doors. Yes or no?
Well, I got an Audi R8. What do you mean?
Wait, has it got the suicide doors? Has it got the suicide doors?
Suicide doors. No Lamborghinis have suicide doors. You mean the scissor doors?
I want suicide doors. That's what I want.
Oh, no suicide doors. Sorry, man.
This is the narrative Archie is spinning. He says you've got a poverty spec car because there's no suicide doors. What do you think, Tan?
Well, look, like the man who returned a 4-pot, or the 4-pot got repossessed, right? That's the narrative. Got repoed. The 4-pot got repoed because Archie couldn't pay the bills. Is talking about people having suicide doors. I don't know, man. I don't know about no repo baby, right? So
yeah, not Nepo baby, repo baby.
Everybody's hating on Easy. What's going on here? Like Easy is like fucking public enemy #1 these days. Why? Like what happened?
Well, when I'm at the school, I normally beat the children up.
Easy had a very like dramatic exit today. He was on with Angelic Slayer. He was like, it's like Angelic was playing the violin as the Titanic sank, like, and Easy was just saying the monologue, like how it's his last show and he'll be gone for months. And it's like, yeah, Easy, you do this bender every fucking couple months. Like, it's not our first rodeo, bro. Like, what is this?
What happened, Tan? What happened?
It was just like Easy was getting a little emotional about how I guess people have been going after him or some shit. I don't know. And then, because his holiday's over, right? So he's fucking off and going back to work. So he had this whole, it was a very, very deep goodbye with Angelic. And Angelic was playing the violin and Easy was, long goodbye to the chat. And, he said, look, I'll be back in a few months. And I think everybody in the chat knew that he's on, his next bender will start soon, and yeah, we'll see him again.
But Tan, listen, I need to interject there, my friend. So when let's analyze Easy as a character. So sure. I've got to be honest, he's one of the most vicious punters there, and I'm here for it. I love it. But he needs to be able to take a beating. I can be vicious on occasion, but I can roll with the punches, big boy. I don't get offended. It's a stream. He's a bit sensitive, and he can't give what he takes. He's got a glass jaw.
A bit sensitive is, like I said, is an understatement. Like, you make fun of the color of his shirt, and he'll go straight into some racist shit. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He'll just, like you said, 0 to 60. That guy. So yeah, I agree. That was one of the reasons he was really like a liability at the start, man. Yeah.
Tan, do you remember when I jokingly said he was talking about his wife, and I said how big's a dick? And do you remember when he started crying on the stream?
You made fun of my wife. Yeah, like
don't you talk about my wife like that. You take that back. Like, are you all right?
Yeah, but 2 seconds later, he's attacking Jock's wife, right? Like, it's just some fucking stupid shit with this guy. He just forgets. He forgets. HR, as Duckford says, our friend Easy forgets. So he blacks out and then he forgets what he said. I mean,
but Tan, let me ask you a question: is Easy actually drunk or is it stick?
Oh man, I've wondered this myself. Like I'm like, I don't know how this guy can survive after so many days of a bender. Like, the answer is I don't know. I think the only person who probably would know is this guy who's met him. Jamie can let us know if Easy's always fucking like that or if that's I don't know, man. I don't think it's an act. No.
I see. That's interesting. His liver must be absolutely hammered.
Well, his liver is it's seasoned. We'll say the word seasoned. I would go with. Yeah.
He's a veteran. His liver is a veteran. Is a veteran.
Look, it's peppered by Marsala and Coke, but he's trucking along. He's a Warrandyte man. He's Melbourne U stock, and he feels that nobody is above a Melbourne U man, right?
And at the end of the day, Tan, let's remember one thing: you can call me Betty. You can call me Betty.
Where's Jax, man? I haven't heard anything about Jax lately. No one's talking about him.
Tan, let's do a quick rating, okay? Top 5 Archieverse characters that you like. Top 5, go.
Top 5 Archie characters that I like. Mike the Snake, number 1. Number 2, yep. Bear Clooney Watches. Number 3, yep. The Narc. Number 4, yes. Number 4. I'm gonna go with JR. Number 4. Number 4 for
wow.
JR. Number 5 will be this guy here in the chat, Marcelo Time. There you go, my top 5.
I'll tell you what, that's a very educated and varied assortment of characters. I commend you, Tan. Well done.
What about you, man? Well, who are your top 5? You don't have to name. You don't have to name Marcelo if you don't want to, but he does say hello to everybody in the chat. Your top 5.
That's okay. So my top 5. Number 1 has got to be Narc. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2. Okay, I'm going to get a bit of criticism on this. Watch Nick. Okay. Number 3. We're coming in hard and fast with the Bateman. Number 4. I am going to say Puck.
Yep.
And number 5. I'm going to go with the Wizard. The Wizard.
The Weezer. I haven't seen the Weezer in a long time, man. On the stream.
Hey, Tan, you're an old soul. Don't worry, I'm going to make everyone whole again.
Yeah, so Jimmy says, Tan, how dare you? Now, ABC's a top cunt, right? That's different than my favorite character on the show. He's a top cunt, and ABC is a friend of mine, yes. But favorite character on the show, ABC's trolling is, I mean, look, it's one of those, like, highly educated, sophisticated trolls like fucking Angelic. You know, these scholarly trolls.
Okay.
Let's
rewind the clock then. Rewind the clock. Let's rewind the clock. Top 5 trolls in the Archieverse. Go.
Top 5 trolls in the Archieverse. All right, let's go with Discount, number 1. I do think he's an excellent troll. I'm gonna go with Pavel. Great troll in the chat.
Ooh, yeah.
I like Pavel's trolling in the chat. Angelic Slayer is a great troll. For those that like the scholarly troll, that's Angelic Slayer. Good trolls. Okay, so Angelic. So we got, this is going to be an unpopular one, I think, for some people. But I think, for me, for those that like the Mike the Snake trolls, I'm going to go with Jimmy. Jimmy's a great troll of Mike the Snake. I like that. And let's go with the final troll. Final troll for the night. Let's go with the Dodger. I think Dodger's a really good troll. He comes on and pretends like he doesn't know anything but knows everything. It's the old Sirocco troll, right? So I'm going to go with Dodger. What about you? Give me your top 5.
Okay. Let me start from the top. So I'm probably going to go Discount because he's an OG.
Yeah.
Followed by a bit of a controversial choice, One Day Retro. Retro.
Yep.
There's another guy who's got his name's got like something to do with a car. I can't remember what it's called. It's like his name escapes me. It's like GT something. Is it Mikey Cassio?
Mikey Cassio GTR. Yeah. Mikey Cassio GTR.
I'm going to go with him.
Yep.
So that's 3. Who are the other trolls? I don't know many of the others, to be honest. Those are the ones that stick out to me there, Tam.
Well, there's Mike the Mistake is a troll. We got Dr. Bob's Nightmare, who's the
Wait, no. Uzi's Shoebox.
Uzi Shoebox. I mean, look, there's OC's Ball Washer. That's a troll. A lot of people like OC's Ball Washer. Yeah, Uzi Shoebox. You got all kinds of people, man. Holiday Inn Man. You got fucking,
wait. And Jock Strikes. And Jock drives through Bullwash. He's always on my ass for everything. Fuck me.
Sod was an epic troll. Like, his trolls were fucking so funny, man. Like, Jay Grays I forgot about Sod. Sod would be definitely, like, probably number 1 on my list.
Wait. No. I retract that. I retract that.
Yep.
Number 1 has got to be Zane.
A lot of people don't remember Zany Poo like we do, but we got Surty Danny. What's going on, Surty Danny?
I'm a big fan of your work.
I don't know about Fat Windbag Ben being a great troll. Like, he's
kind
of like predictable, like he's just Ben, right? Danny is a good troll. Yes, Danny's a legendary troll for sure.
I think Zane. Do you remember when Zane came on and absolutely destroyed Archie's Patek collection?
Yes. He's going to Archie. Yes, your watches are shit. Yes, that guy used to fucking troll the fuck out of Archie. I was like, I remember Zany Poo. He's still around.
And then Archie got so annoyed he ended up calling him a sand N-word. That's not even his ethnicity.
No, it's not. Zane, he still comes around. He's like ZN in the chat or whatever. He's still around, but he's not often.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Is he
Zane.
still around?
Yeah, it's still him. ZN, that's Zane.
ZN. Okay, I'll have to look out for him.
We got Green Room says Sod's trolling on Mike the Snake. Oh my god. I sent him stuff about Mike the Snake later on, 2 years later after Sod had left, something about Mike the Snake. And he just fucking starts like trolling, in the WhatsApp and stuff like that. Like, Sod, he does not let up on Mike the Snake. So he's one of the dedicated MTS trolls, I'd say. The Shroom, Marcelo says the Shroom is one of his maybe favorite trolls. Apes is good. Yep. Yeah, Apes is pretty funny. Jack Hackett, he was trying to come on earlier, but I was doing the clips with old tickers, and yeah. Let's get real. It's all trolls. Yeah, I'm all left with trolls. Now, look, this is the thing, HR. Like, Archie told us to tell our fuckhead friends about his channel, so he can't be mad when all these fuckhead friends are now in his channel. Like, I told him, like, you asked for this, motherfucker. Like, you asked for this. What's this epic knife view we're getting here from HR?
Wait. How do I do it?
Don't dox your address, buddy. Don't dox your address.
Thank you. Let me just change the lights.
The ambiance.
You can call me Betty. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can call me Betty. You can call me Betty. You
The
can call me
ambiance,
Betty.
the real mood setting here, HR, for this dungeon.
Let me just change it to a purple ambiance. So I'm in the Skoda. Let me just hold on, boys. Let me just pop it in sport mode. Hold on. Can you see that? Wait.
Give us a little. Give us a little rev. Give us a little rev. Come on.
Is it sport mode? Look, you see that?
Rev,
Drive
sport mode.
Well, I'll go into the fucking wall. Okay, I'll give you a rev. Hold on.
Yeah, go into neutral. What do you mean? Park, sure.
You hear that?
Oh, it sounds like shit, dude.
It's a people carrier. It's a people carrier.
I'm just messing with you, man. It sounds better than the Q2, man. We're good.
Let me full screen. Let me full screen. Let me show you the special button. Let me click this in. It changes. Wow.
Yeah, sport mode in the Skoda.
You can call me Betty. And look, the thing is, we're talking all this, look, but look, when I pull up to your bitch, I'm in a Skoda Kodiaq. I got the bluesy on as well. You know this shit is going down. Look at the glint. Wait. Look at the glint. I pull up, and Tan, I'm not talking about you, present company excluded. I pull up to your bitch. I'm in the Skoda Kodiaq. I got the wedding ring on, and I got the bluesy on, hanging onto that steering wheel in sport mode. Look, it's sparkling, it's dazzling. Look, that gold is dancing. Look at the dial.
You know that most people will probably just think it's a San Martin or some fucking kind of like homage watch that you're wearing because you're in the Skoda.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, probably.
And so
right.
then the whole bluesy effect loses its effect, right? Like, because you'd have to literally get up close and personal like this to show them it's a real bluesy and not a Specton Sona, right?
That's right. But you know what made me laugh, Tam? When I was on the stream the other day, Archie said, you know what, Bad? Wouldn't it feel so much better if you bought your own shit? Like if you bought your own car and bought the bluesy yourself? I went, no, it wouldn't.
Nah, man. A sandwich always tastes better when someone else makes it. Like, what are you talking about?
A sandwich always tastes better when you take it off the shop. You take it out of the shop, put it in your pants, and run like a motherfucker out of the shop, and don't pay.
It tastes like a fucking motherfucker when you buy the bluesy for your mom. Your mom says she doesn't want it, and then you're kind of stuck with the bag, right? So.
Tan, I got to be honest. I'm impressed. You really do know the law here.
I remember. I remembered exactly. Yes.
You're impressive, Tan, and that is the truth. That is the truth. Mum's actually bought one of the other day. It was a ladies Omega Seamaster 30mm two-tone. It's quite nice, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Tickers just showed us one earlier.
What? Christopher Ward on an 8.8?
No, ladies Omega. You just showed us one earlier, right? So.
Tan, can you put everyone's names up, please? I want to change it. I want to change my name, and I want everyone to know.
JR to JR Nepo, baby. Repo, baby. Marcelo Time says, what about me? Driving an e-bike wearing a Le Mans. Yes.
Tan, I got to go. I've just reached home, and I'm a bit sweaty from badminton, so we're going to have a shower. Take care, my friend.
See ya. Thank you for hopping on. That was JR, the Nepo, baby, guys. We are here on the Horology Dungeon, having fun in the Archieverse, guys. Some people don't like that. They don't like that you can call it the Archieverse. They want to change it. They want to call it the Fishbowl. They wanted to call it the Fishbowl. But look, guys, here in the Archieverse, we like to have fun. We love circular drama. We love throwing coins. We love pay to play, right? You got the content creators running into the old hamster wheel as we pay to play here in the Archieverse. And that's just how it's supposed to be, guys. We're out here to have some fun. just talk some shit. What's going on, Morty? How you been, man? We got Morty's Diner in the chat. A man who's been besmirched more so than anyone, I would say, in the last couple of weeks is Morty's Diner. Morty's Diner, had announced potentially a closing of business. I covered it on the Locks Report a few weeks ago. Morty has, really, I'd say, picked up the pieces and try to keep the old spirit of the diner alive. He's done a couple of shows, and yeah, look, the only comment I have to you, Morty, is like, try to do them a little bit earlier because your time slots, man, like, fuck, I'm not up, man. I'm an old man too these days, and I can't stay up that late. So, yeah. All right, Truth Teller asks Tan the hard question here. Tan, what if Archie continues to get lower super chats because people are donating here and the other channels from the people Archie pushed away? Will Archie start giving strikes? Well, that's the thing, Truth Teller. Like, we talked about that earlier where we don't necessarily, as far as I know, that like the direction that Dodger and Higgins and these guys that have, Higgins has purchased the channel, but the direction that I think the spirit of where they want to go with this is not to be necessarily a complete Archie bashing clip stream. We got all those, right? We got the Bateman channel. We got, often a lot of times in the Freaky Winders, me and Jock are friends. I'm not throwing shade, but Jock does often do Archie, attack clips. Curly does it often enough. Watch Nicholas. There's lots of them. Jax doesn't do clips, but he talks about it, right? Like, and it gets a little boring. And you heard that maybe if you rewind, kind of green room talking about that, saying if you're just going to do the same old shit, you're probably not going to succeed. So what we're trying to do a little bit differently here is, number one, obviously opening the dungeon to anybody who wants to run a stream. If you're interested in hosting a dungeon, putting your PayPal up, your Ko-Fi up, coffee, whatever the fuck you want to call it, up and earn 100% of the money, you are welcome to do that. Just let us know. Contact us. Let us know in the chat if that's something you're looking to do. And we can make that happen, number one. Number two, the dungeon is about, having fun, keeping, banning to a minimum. And look, timeouts and bans will happen when people cross the line. We all know what crossing the line means here. But the dungeon, very little guardrails, have fun, kind of let it, happen, all the kind of drama and stuff, let it happen organically. So I don't see Archie striking that because there isn't anything to strike. Like, nothing I played today is anything that Archie could strike. I did play some Jock clips, but I don't think Jock would do that. I had an overlay over it, right? So it is different than his video, and I did comment on it. So there are differences in that, but I haven't played any of Archie's content, so I don't see it as a an issue. If we're making more money than him, that's just competition, baby, right? Like, he didn't want the dungeon. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We gave him the opportunity to do it. It's not what he wanted to do. Can't be salty about that. Green Room says, is old Mort still defending the kitty basher? I don't know, man. Morty's look, he's friendly with Easy, he's friendly with Puck. Morty likes these kind of characters, and he's gonna have to speak for himself on that relationship. But James says the dungeon will breathe new life into the clip streams. They'll have something other than that's actually, I think, true. In that Jamie's saying, because I think that like the content's a little stale. How Archie Lux, all the fucking time, right? Choco Lux. It's all you really see on the franchise club are these clips, right? Archie and Lux. I think you're going to see more Eddie clips. I think you're going to see more whoever else, obviously, may do stuff on the dungeon. You're probably going to see stuff about what I'm doing on those shows, which is totally fine, right? Like, we believe here, guys, in circular drama. We believe in pay to play, guys. We love pay to play. If the content creators want to make money, they got to feed the viewers content. And yeah, we love it, man. It's all good. We don't mind circular drama. But no, like, I think that the spirit of the dungeon is going to be more about creating more original content, allowing people to leverage the dungeon for, if they want to learn how to, do live streams, or they just want to participate as, as panelists, right? Plunka1, Tan, are you a co-owner? Tan, for now I am. So the way it works on YouTube to transfer ownership is essentially you have to be on because if it's a brand account, you have to be on that account as a manager, right? So I already was, because I was a manager of the dungeon before this, and Higgins wasn't, so Archie had to add him, but then you got to wait 7 days for it to be transferred over. So they put it like Archie, obviously we didn't want Archie involved, so Archie basically put it in my name temporarily, and then it's going to go over to Higgins in a few days. So no, I'm not the co-owner. The owner of the dungeon is Higgins. No need to go deep like Brenny has with Ush. Oh my god, dude! Like, it's just Brenny, I think Brenny doesn't understand that Oshin content is fucking shit, bro. Like, it's not good at all. And Brenny thinks he's like bringing out all this breaking fucking news, and it's like, dude, everything you're mentioning is like old fucking news. And whether that's him, doing these the bot stuff or whatever, man, like I don't find it interesting or that like groundbreaking that it's like I gotta watch his shit. So nah, it's a little bit fucking boring. Circular drama, baby. Yeah, man. Dungeon will prove that park bench and really. Yeah, then look, if people want to park bench and they want to hang out, like it's all good, man. We got the Dirk Diggler on the whole fucking dungeon here. What's going on, Dirk? Hello. Hello, Diggler. Diggler. ¿Qué pasó? I don't know, man. His audio's all fucked. Let me know. Dirk, hop back in because I don't know. Your audio is fucked. I kicked you off the panel. It is what it is. Round table of laughs. All hail Higgins. Yeah, man. Dungeon's all about like people want to hop on and do park bench or chill or whatever. I mean, that's the whole point of it is to do that and just have a good time. Like Eddie's he runs every night. And he's either like just hanging out in a park or in his bedroom or whatever it is. Like people can hop on and just have a conversation with him if they want to, or have a conversation amongst themselves while he hosts, right? And I think that's a little bit where people I think can dip their waters into hopping on the dungeon. Higgy doesn't want the dungeon. Yeah, I mean, I think and the ultimate goal is to get the dungeon to Dodger, because he really wanted Dodger to run it. But yeah, I'm not involved. I was not involved in the wanting to purchase it or own it. It was just, hey, Tan, can you just make sure that Archie transfers the ownership over? So I kind of was the middleman in that side, but like it's going to go to Higgins. I unfortunately don't have the time to run this to the level that I'd want to run it. Right. So what's going on, Dirk?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, man.
Hey, is this where do I send my application? And who do I gotta talk to, like in HR?
Just tell me, man. You want to hop on? Do you want to do your own shit, man? Just let me know. I'll send you the keys.
Do I gotta send like a resume or what?
Nah, we're easier. We're easier around here.
Okay.
Like you show up, you're hired. It's like fucking 1970s McDonald's, man. Like
it's like I'm going to Home Depot, right? You just go,
yeah, like when can you start? Like
I'm paying cash. You want to come back out?
But look, I mean, Magpie. Yeah, Dirk Magpie said he'd be willing to do a Saturday show, and I look. Curly said, "Hey, the only reason I don't go on the dungeon is because it benefits Archie." Well, now the dungeon doesn't benefit Archie, so where's Curly at, man? Like, why is he not fucking hopping on here?
Hey, make it a video game stream, dude. He'll be on there, dude.
Oh shit, yeah, man. I could fucking play one. I could get that Red Dead Redemption or whatever game they're playing over there on Steam. I'll go fucking play with them. Why not?
I'll tell you what, if he started doing that gaming thing, it would be so fun watching him rage. Because, dude, those little 16-year-olds, 17, 15-year-olds, they'll run circles on.
I think it's gonna be great, man. Like, I want to. If they're really gonna like live stream it, it's gonna be fucking epic. If Curly actually like fucking starts reading what they're saying to them. Okay, Truth Teller 10.
I gotta go, bro. I gotta go.
All right, man.
Back later. Bye.
All right, see you, Dirk. Truth Teller 10. Does Lux have admin access to the dungeon now? The last time he was turning hosts volume off, kicking off guests, etc. Please assure us he doesn't have access. Thanks. Lux does not have access. We have 4 StreamYard keys right now. I have one of them. Angelic Slayer has one of them. We have one with Eddie, obviously, because he's running shows, and I have a 4th pair that obviously is Dodgers, but Dodger can't do anything for a couple months. So I've been floating that set of keys around. Marcelo had it obviously when he was running his show. So yeah, I mean, none of them are with Lux, none of them are with Archie. They don't have access to the YouTube channel keys either. So yeah, no, they have completely no access to the dungeon at all. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, guys, because there's a lot of stuff being said. Marcelo, I got we have the $80 package or whatever, the advanced package on StreamYard. That's the one with 4 keys, dude. The one with 10 keys is like $300 a month. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, the dungeon starts. For those that don't know, the dungeon has had its monetization application approval all set through and approved. So I'm going to pull it up here for you guys on the screen. But we posted it on the dungeon for you guys a few hours ago. For those that don't, check out the community tab. Definitely check it out. I'm going to add it to the stage here. So the dungeon now can get super chats turned on, can get memberships turned back on and whatnot. So yeah, it's a good day. We had applied for it, I think, like a few days ago, and it went through. So yeah, it's a good thing because Archie was like, oh, the dungeon's demonetized, it's dead, this and that. And yeah, I mean, I think he knew after it was sold. I think he kind of had an inkling of an idea that it could get remonetized, but he just either was too lazy or he felt it was risky because they may analyze his other channels. I don't know, but yeah, he just didn't want to do it. So once the channel got handed over, the application, there's a reapplication for monetization on the dungeon, and the Prodigy Dungeon was welcomed into the YouTube Partner Program. So we are obviously it's going to take some time to figure out where Higgy wants to set up the account and all that jazz. Again, this is his channel, so he's going to be handling all of that noise. But I'm going to be around here talking some shit, doing shows like anybody else could, right? Like I'm like anybody else here who can just hop on and that's it. All right, man. Well, I'm glad I could help you with that. Yeah, it is insane pricing for keys. So we got 4 keys here. And again, I do have a set for anybody who's interested in running a show or running a consistent show. Yeah. Any ideas who the end? Look, I've seen the N Bomber go on shows where like Lux is on the panel. I've seen them go on shows where, Curly's on the panel, other people are on the panel. Like I've seen them go on shows where basically anybody's on the panel that you'd probably, a lot of people suspect it's Lux or it's Bateman or it's whoever, right? Like all these kind of names. But I've seen that N Bomber go on when Bateman's on and Lux is on. So I don't fucking know, man. Like it could be anybody. I'm having some McVitie's and some Yorkshire tea right now. Well, there you go, Morty. Hopefully you're having yourself a great afternoon. Yeah, Chili, it's I think there's just a lot of rumors going around. Higgins is, he's trying to clear it up. He's not very good, I think, at public speaking. And yeah, he just kind of gets wrapped up in every little detail. But, he definitely is the owner of the channel. He's the one who paid, for the channel. And he's the one who's going to set really where the direction of who, takes it over, I guess, after him, because I don't think he wants to be that permanently. That's going to rest with him. But the goal of the channel for those, that are listening is to obviously have it be a free platform, a platform that, is in the spirit of what the dungeon is supposed to be. At least that's how how Higgy puts it, kind of how Dodger would want it or Soraka would want it, kind of a thing. So that's kind of where it's at. But yeah, when I say free platform, I mean, platform, free speech and all that shit, or not a lot of banning and not a lot of guardrails, right? Have some fun, but obviously don't break YouTube's terms of service. Cool, man. Higgy. So yeah, he could have got a cracking deal with the fact that it's monetized or can get monetized now, right? Because if shows like, let's say that the Narc and Angelic decide to do a show and Higgy says, look, 50-50 split, and that show rakes in, a couple of thousand a week. I mean, that could be paid back very within a week's worth of revenue of that show potentially. So, I mean, I think it's if he's willing to go down that route of putting the monetization back on, which he definitely can do right now. Yeah, I think that the ROI on this is I think you'd make that back pretty fucking quick. I had the N-bomb on and he uses real voice. No idea. Yeah, like I said, it could be anybody, man. It could be some random dude who's just watching the fucking shows and is just, wanting to cause some shit, right? There are people like out there that, we don't even know who it is that are doing this kind of trolling or all kinds of stupid shit that happens you see in the Archieverse, right? Like it could be some random dude that we don't even know who it is. Like they're not part of the streams or part of the panel, but they follow the shows like pretty religiously. There are people like that, right? That just, they don't ever come on the panel, but they're on and watching the shows all the time, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's always these questions, right? Like who is this person? Like people are talking about that guy Swelling Sausage and Frankfurt Sausage and whatever sausage, right? And it's like, I think some people even like rumored that it was me. I'm like, well, look, if it was me, why the fuck would I pay in Australian dollars? Like, I would use a currency if I'm trolling, guys. I would use a currency that would be like fucking cheap as shit, like Turkish lira or Argentinian pesos or some shit like that. I wouldn't use, dollars that are very similar to Canadian dollars. Like at that point, why not just use fucking Canadian dollars, right? But yeah, I mean, I think that like whenever there's something comes up like that, people are questioning, well, who is this person? And like I said, it could be just anybody, right? Like, I mean, I don't know who's in Australia that loves Archie's show that much, but maybe that Swollen Sausage guy is somebody new that we don't know, or it's just somebody who just found the stream, right? Like think of MT85. For those that don't remember, MT85, he found the show from Archie's other channel, the main channel, Archie Luxury, or the Archie Luxury channel. So, like, when you have like new people coming in, often enough, you guys don't think that, right? Because all you hear from Curly and these other guys is like, oh, the Archieverse is dying, and you keep running people off. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that does exist. I'm not saying it doesn't, but there's a lot of people that actually joined that are completely new. Bateman was relatively new. He's not been around that long, right? Like, we didn't hear about Bateman 2.5 years ago. Not around the New York trip. There was no Bateman around then. It's relatively new. MT85, relatively new. Irwin, relatively new. There's a lot of people that are relatively new. So as people leave, new people come in. That's just how it's always been with it. I don't think this is true, Morty. Morty is saying the N-Bomber is a Docs Report. I don't believe that. Docs Report would not do that. Docs Report believes in civility, diligence, integrity, right? So here at the Locks Report, Morty, we believe in diligence, integrity, and treachery. That's the saying here at the Locks Report. Citizen journalism on trolling topics that interest me. But look, guys, I have to dip. It's been over 2 hours. I want to thank everybody, 60 people in the house here that joined me today. I wanted to give everybody a shout out for being here on the Locks Report and hanging out with us. We're going to send you guys over to Archie. And like I said, I support all channels. So if Morty was on, I would link to Morty. If, Curly was on, I'd link to Curly. Hopefully they'd link to us. But yeah, I mean, I've linked to Jock and I've linked to other people, and I would be willing to do that for anybody. So if you guys are running shows, this is what the Dungeon's about. It's about promoting the Archieverse, all the channels, having a good time, not getting too caught up in the viciousness and the hate. And that's, like I said, that's what's up, guys. So look, this was the Locks Report. I am the narrative. I'm going to play my ending, and I'm going to see you guys next time.
My milky oil brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. I could teach you, but I have to charge. Damn right, it's better than yours. La la, la la la. Warm it up, warm it up. The boys are waiting. The boys are waiting.